Hmm?
She's refreshing the stream, so we'll watch it.
Yeah, refresh the stream. Water come back yet, honey? Still no water yet? Oh my goodness, man. Come on, son. Now, you know what I like about... This is what I like about this Zelda game. Does it Elgato too loud? Let me turn it down. I don't want to have it loud over anything. This is what I like about this Zelda game over all the other Zelda games. Because of the way the game is made in terms... because of the way this game is made, it's a time paradox game. So you don't have to worry about this game in, oh, this is stupid, it breaks the continuity of time. No, it doesn't. All Zelda games can exist at one time in this game. One time. So that's what I like about it.
I don't think anyone was making the argument of that, but whatever.
What happened?
Nothing.
No, say what you said.
I said I don't think anyone is making the argument that you can't have them in the same timeline. Because the Warriors game is a separate franchise. So it's literally just putting all the characters into the same world, regardless of what time frame they come from.
But the way the lore, the story lore for the timeline, they did it in such a way that it doesn't get in the way of the actual argued timeline or whatever.
I mean, I don't think anyone was saying that, but whatever.
No, but Triforce, the point is though, fine, I get it. You like to find a way to fit everything into the timeline, but when they were making it, they weren't thinking about the timeline because it's a Warriors game.
They weren't.
Yeah, so even though technically it fits, it doesn't have to be in the timeline.
Can you make Link equip the Breath of the Wild outfit? Yes, if he can, I'll put on the Breath of the Wild outfit, which is why I ended the last stream with Link kneeling down to that angel. That angel literally sent Link to a different time. Okay, let's get into this definitive edition, y'all. Yo, y'all show some love to the stream, y'all.
Y'all.
Press any button.
What are you, from the South?
I'm from the South, y'all.
Wait, what?
He's from Mississippi, y'all.
In the South.
Legend mode. Adventure mode. What? Find and defeat the Dark Ruler of Hyrule. Okay, I'm gonna have to play that. Free mode. What? Any scenarios or any unlocked characters. Oh, this is the side stuff. Challenge mode. Who cares? My fairies, galleries, arts and stuff. Settings. Let's go.
Triforce, I actually have a question for you.
What's up?
Do you think that Ocarina of Time 3DS or Master Quest for the GameCube is the definitive version of Ocarina of Time?
3DS.
You don't like Master Quest?
Why would the health
Master
gauge
Quest is just
off?
harder and mirrored. That's all it is.
I know, but it also changes the dungeon layouts and stuff.
Yeah, it changes the dungeon layouts, but when everything is already set in one way, Mirror just flips it, adds different stuff just to make the game different.
I think it's better in Master Quest.
Rumble off. I don't feel like getting to the rumble. It's gonna eat up my batteries. Vertical controls standard. Horizontal controls standard. Button settings. Okay, let L. That's guard. Z lock. Use item. Cycle items. Switch warriors. I guess that's to move around. Push down for fairy magic. Y combo attacks. B regular attacks. A is to dodge. Special attacks is X. That's warrior style. Zelda style. What's the difference between Warrior and Zelda style? It's not even saying anything.
Warrior style is like the original Warriors game.
But the Zelda style is the same thing.
I think they want you to click it to see the difference.
I'm mashing on the button. I don't see anything changing.
Oh, that's crazy.
Just Google it. Just Google the difference, Travis.
What? I can't even press OK, select up and down, press OK. So I just OK'd it. Okay, I don't know what that even means. So yeah, we out of there. Confirm settings. Volume. Everything is maxed.
Hey, Triforce, it is changing. Go back. You gotta look real closely to the X, A, and Y, B buttons. They're changing.
I just did. Button settings. Okay. No, it's not. Oh, it did. Y, regular attacks. B, dodges A, special attack it. Oh, hell no. I want Zelda style. Guard is ZL. Z-lock target. Okay. Alright. Okay. Return to default. No confirmed settings. Volumes. Okay, everything's confirmed settings. Alright. What's the difference between Ocarina of Time and the Master Quest? Master Quest is DLC to Ocarina of Time. Doesn't change anything.
No, it changes a lot. And it's not DLC, it remakes part of the game.
That's what
it's
back then
it's like a mini remake.
I know, and back then that would be back then DLC today. That's all it would be. Or whatever. It's just an extra to the game. Doesn't change anything about the game's lore or whatever. I'm looking at it from the game's lore point of view.
And what does this have to do with Deadpool?
Nothing.
Because today's Deadpool day, brother.
Yeah, Phil said he watched it. Alright, so hell no. I want Zelda style. Yeah, I picked Zelda style. Alright, let's get it, guys. Let's get it. Okay.
I'm about to go see it in like an hour.
Alright, the graphics looks the same, I guess.
Especially since you're streaming Triforce, you should go for performance mode.
What do you mean performance
because
mode?
that keeps it at 60 FPS, but lower resolution.
I don't want to do all of that because then it's straining my damn computer and it's streaming.
No, it's less straight that way because if you do it on graphical mode, it has a higher resolution.
Impa has no cheeks. This is oh my god. This
they all flat.
What you expect? Smokes, man. Look
yeah,
at that
but
flat back. Come on, Nintendo. This is why I said Breath of the Wild Zelda is the best. She got real
Doesn't
cakes.
Impa's wicked old
My
in there,
God.
like wrinkly. Come on.
Stop. Sahil, Triforce stream is not 60 FPS. I'm just telling you that much. So it's useless.
Yeah. Okay. See, notice how Zelda notices. Okay, no, get off Link, stupid. No. That's Ocarina of Time Link regrown up for the second time. Zelda's like, I remember you, and he's like, I remember you, Flatback. No, listen. That was so unnecessary. I remember you, Flatback. Oh man. Whoa, is that the princess? Oh my god. I'm not worthy enough. None of you guys are. Domingo, what's going on? And see, Zelda actually comes out and does something.
Triforce.
Yo.
I'm just saying, if you don't want to strain on your computer, you should set it to performance mode because performance mode has a lower resolution, but higher FPS.
But it doesn't make any sense because Triforce is not streaming at 60 FPS. His laptop cannot handle it.
Okay, well for him though, just for him on him playing, it's always better to have performance mode. So if it's no difference in stream,
let
just put it
the
on
man
mode.
do whatever he wants. do you do?
I don't care about graphics. I really don't care.
This is lower. I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying.
What?
This is lowering the graphics, but increasing the FPS. If you don't care about graphics, then you put it on performance mode. I don't think you're comprehending this.
I get it, but why change it? What's the problem?
Because in a Warriors game where there's a billion things on screen, 60 FPS is better than having higher resolution.
So how do I do that now? How do I change this?
Just once you're in combat, it'll be a setting.
Okay.
It's going to downgrade the game to 3DS style.
No, the 3DS is 240p. This downgrades to 720p.
What I meant with 3DS style is that it uses sprites instead of 3D vectors. Huh?
That's fine.
All right.
It's terrible.
No, Zero.
It looks fine. I've seen it. It looks fine, Zero.
Right,
I played it.
Zero.
I think you're just a graphics whore.
Time out. What's the combo here? So okay. So wait a minute. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. So it's 1, 2, 3. What's the combos? All right, and that's a special move.
Base sword, you don't have all your combos yet.
Yeah, no, I don't. All right, so let's try this again.
I played Fire Emblem Warriors.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, I'm a little bit upset about that, but I did.
Wait, okay, so wait a minute. Do I have 4 attacks or 3? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No. So it's 4. Okay, 4 hits. 4. Oh, whoa! What the heck? Why am I changing? See, this is the drawbridge to get in here. There goes the moat. All right, guys. Ooh, let's go. Let's get him.
You can hear Castle Town tune. Din, 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 din.
That song, I could listen to that all day, to be honest. Back then, when all I had was that game.
I like how he only damages the enemies and not
It's alright.
It's like his attacks just go straight through them.
Because he's so nice that he doesn't.
No. Like his sword is literally touching them. How
and
is he not
this
hurt?
is Ocarina of Time's castle. Same moat, same thing. There go the castle behind it. Why is it? Shut up. Why are you looking? Don't be looking at me.
It's more like Link doesn't know what friendly fire is.
Friendly fire is on.
Oh my goodness, these guys get rocked.
They don't do anything. They are too scared. Even a cuckoo can do a better one.
Wait, which kid?
Yeah, the game starts on like.
I'm assuming they're talking about Zuru.
Oh,
When you
wow.
first start, it starts on like an easier thing.
I'm just trying to get the combos down, Pack.
It's either that or Sahil. It's probably Sahil because Sahil stopped talking and then he says
X Y X X Y.
Wait, what did I do? What?
The smoothest thing is that Link
You were being
can
civil. What else? I
always.
don't know, man.
The smoothest thing about Link, and I don't think you can do it yet because you don't have the combos opened up, is that he can always go back into like running with the sword so that he can do the circular swing. He can always do that for most of his combos in this game.
What would have been godlike to do with this game is actually utilize the HC rumble in a proper way and make it so if you're whenever you do a swing while you're holding the Joy-Cons, and I'm not talking about motion control swing, but just tapping the button, you feel just a line going across your Joy-Con, so you feel the swipe.
Okay, Triforce, I got a question. Who left the donation bar in Elite?
In Elite?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
1337.
I don't know. Okay, so input, there you go. I can't blow that up yet. And Grandpa.
Was it Miss the last person to donate?
Yeah,
Larry.
No. Someone donated. Yeah.
Name's Larry.
Yeah, Larry's left to eat when he not only did he do the 777s, but he also left it only.
This man's lit.
Okay. Yes. Whoa, I blocked that. Whoa.
How much is Hyrule Warriors?
Hold on, stupid.
60 full price.
60.
60.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's like a 2-year-old game, but Nintendo.
They could have at least dropped it $10. Like shit.
They
Then
could,
why
but
don't
they
you
won't.
buy it off from Best Buy?
I know I buy it from Best Buy. I get it for about like 50. But still.
Hey,
I was about to say
you don't want
deja
to pay
vu.
it, just buy the Team Executor mod chip, and then you get these
Oh,
free.
please.
I don't need that shit.
I mean, why would you pay though?
Once I get my second Switch, I'll do it. Other than that, I'm not doing it.
But you do realize this has no way to get you banned, right? You don't need a second
They
Switch.
say that,
Rather have a
You
second.
don't. No, you don't.
Because
No,
my
Cat. The only
original
reason you
baby,
say
my original baby does not need to be hacked, right?
no, you don't need to hack it. You don't need this one to hack.
No. This thing, they don't understand how the hack works.
Yeah,
So
they're not,
basically-
they don't understand. Like,
You basically have a dongle that connects to your USB. You short out pin 10 and into ground on the right side of the Joy-Con to enter RCM mode. But you load files like in the 3DS. You load a custom firmware
you're not actually
from the
hacking
SD
anything.
card. So if they ban your system, they ban the SD card system.
Yeah.
They don't ban the console.
Also, first, so this is all hardware. This is no software. So it's actually impossible. And this isn't, oh no, there shouldn't be a way, but maybe Nintendo finds a way, Cat. And I know because you don't know shit about it. So you're going to think, oh, but you say that, but you're actually wrong. There isn't a way that you'll get banned. So it's safe.
Okay.
Yeah, thinking about like custom firmware is a different system. Just thinking
Yeah.
about this. It's a second switch.
This is literally a plug-in. It's literally a stick that you just plug into your
Actually,
Nintendo
it happened the
Switch.
same on the 3DS. And they actually managed to find a way to ban people, but that was because people were being stupid. They downloaded the Pokemon games and they went online before the launch. Why did you do that?
Yeah, no, that was dumb. No, the only reason those people got banned is because they were trying to get banned. Because they went online before the game officially came out. But unless you go full retard mode, you're safe. So it's a foolproof $30 no online ban, completely safe method.
It's funny.
So there really isn't anything that anybody here should be worried about. There's no, oh, let me spend another $300 and buy a Switch just for this. No, you're not even hacking the
buying a second Switch.
Well, I already bought mine, but because not that I want to play, the fact that their software is DRM'd, that makes me mad. So I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna take the software, the custom thing. I'm gonna modify it. I'm gonna make it free. Fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, Zero, you can do that, but probably somebody will end up doing it like before you do.
I'm just gonna make my own custom firmware. I'm gonna make my own updates.
All right.
These baddies are so stupid looking.
Hans, you have no word in this. You either get the card or
Hans is in here?
no. It's on the stream chat.
Yo, this fucking puffer fish boss can go fuck itself, man.
All right, let's take a look at the descriptions.
Like you, I am gonna hack mines, but I'm just not about to be just blah 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 over the stream about it.
My
crimes.
You know that when the time you want to actually hack it, I'm gonna release my own custom. I'm gonna release it for you, right?
Oh, you're gonna hack it for me. I'm not hacking shit.
Exactly.
And you need to do learn how to do it yourself, so you don't have to always ask people.
No, I don't. That's what I have friends. I have friends because I'm a social person and people like me. Like who does everything himself. Cool. I have friends.
I mean, it's easier that way, so you don't have to depend on people for everything.
Well, I like having friends.
You could okay, because the two are now mutually exclusive, right?
No, I just like having friends. I like communicating with people. I like sitting in my little bedroom in my chair, clicking on the keyboard, and arguing with people on Discord 24/7. I got friends that can do it for me. Yeah.
So can I still pay someone to like build my computer?
So I need to put business with ya.
Don't pay somebody to build your computer, Cat. Oh my god.
Bruh.
You're literally Cat. You're the living embodiment of this meme that people have about people who don't know shit about PCs but want to build them. Like there's a checklist, and I can't. And I didn't save the image, but you literally fill in every fucking thing on that checklist.
Good job. Good for him. Nothing wrong with wanting a PC and wanting somebody to build it if you don't know. I don't see you building a car, but you go and buy a car.
Damn.
Well, that's different. Building a car actually requires a substantial amount of money and is very difficult. Building PC is not very difficult. It's cheap and it's easy though.
To a person who doesn't know how to fucking do it is.
I know how to build a PC. I just haven't built one yet, but I can do one.
That's why you're saying shit. You know how to do it.
But it didn't take me long to learn, is what I'm saying.
Nothing wrong with a person who wants to.
What's going on here?
Everything wrong.
Even people say that shit.
You have to go around.
Wait,
it was your house. You bought a house.
Yeah, you saw me bomb the gates, right?
To turn into Zelda.
But the gates doesn't open.
Oh my god, I do have to turn in Zelda.
Yeah, you have to help Zelda.
They changed this, okay.
That do when Savage on the field.
In the first one,
you have to be Zelda to open the gates.
Yeah, in the first one that wasn't it. In the first one, use. What? Exactly. Okay, Zelda, let's do some work.
Let's do some work so we can have cakes.
Oh my god, someone put Despacito.
What's up, partner? What's your problem, huh?
Let's see how it is.
Y'all don't want none of this.
God, it's disgusting.
Thousand people. What? Skulltula. Okay, so I gotta take that gate down.
I think it's upsetting that this game is more in depth than the Fire Emblem series.
The what?
This game is better than the Fire Emblem game.
Of course it
is.
And
but
whoa.
They had way more people. They had a bigger pool to grab from for Fire Emblem. If we're talking about a Warriors game and what Warriors games are, they had a bigger pool to grab from in Fire Emblem. They had bigger weapon sets for most of the characters that they didn't go with. Like most characters only had one weapon type. In fact, they only had one weapon type. They could have did way more with Fire Emblem.
Well, here's the thing. At least Fire Emblem, even though they might have like less characters or maybe mediocre movesets, and the characters do feel kind of samey. At least in Fire Emblem Warriors, and I know that this was only put in there because it's a mechanic from its original series, but it makes the game gameplay wise better. The whole thing where you can move units around the battlefield in Fire Emblem, I think that alone makes Fire Emblem Warriors better than Hyrule Warriors.
That doesn't make it better. That just makes it interesting.
Yeah, they did contribute. What is it? They did contribute a few. Well, they did make a few references to like Fire Emblem games.
It adds another big layer of gameplay.
I like the
yeah, and then the weapon triangle and everything, but it didn't do much for the game.
The weapon triangle is in this though.
Oh, it is too. Oh, wait, never mind.
The weapon triangle's been in since like Warriors Orochi too.
Oh well, damn.
Fuck that. If it ain't Dynasty Warriors on the original Xbox. The OG Dynasty Warriors with the horrible part.
Hey, miss.
But
oh my goodness, Miss got us back to the devil. He says, so what are we arguing about now? What did I miss? Is meat finally off the menu? Yes, we got past the meat thing. Yo, Zelda is hot, B. This is Ocarina of Time Zelda. She's the only Zelda. Wait, does she got the same cakes as the original Zelda?
Twilight Zelda is best Zelda.
Come on, hold on. I'm examining the cakes.
I don't know why this.
Nope, Breath of the Wild Zelda's cake's still better. See, this is what I'm talking about, B.
My God.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild Zelda's a thought, okay? Try first, be quiet.
Is a what?
He's underage.
Breath of the Wild Zelda is a thought.
Underage.
Is a thought. Why is she a thought? What makes her a
The
thought?
girl is 17. She's underage.
I thought she was just a video game character.
Yeah, like I don't think anyone gives a
Video game characters can
unless it's a visual child. I don't think anyone cares about our being just on the brink of thottiness or whatever. Thottiness. That's a stupid word. Thottiness. How is she running this fast? If you could do all this on your own, Zelda. Wait, okay, so let me switch to change. So, okay. Time out. There we go.
So when are we getting the Mario Brothers Warriors game?
That's the first game we're told is going to be that most absolute badass character. Mark my
Dark
words.
Forces have reinforcement. Okay, time out.
I'll buy that.
I
Really,
believe it.
guys?
How do you feel about this game not having online co-op?
Nintendo dropped the ball on that one. Nintendo dropped the ball on that one. Let's go, stupid.
Play couch co-op on an 8-inch screen.
Move, stupid.
Now, where I think this game and where this game and Fire Emblem could really shine are in the Dynasty Warriors Empires style games. It would just make so much sense.
It was like a Gundam Dynasty
Hey
Warriors
Stan,
game.
did you end up watching that Jim Sterling video I sent you?
I watched it. I told you I watched it before you sent it to me.
Oh, you already watched it? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I had agreed with him. I agree with him. He's right. They ruined the Fire Emblem. I mean, they ruined it. But what they're gonna do is they're probably gonna make 10, and they're just gonna also have it be open world, but learn from their mistakes. Which is something that's very feasible.
This is actually different. I'm just letting you guys know this.
It's better.
Yes, it's
It's better just because it's Zelda.
And see, that's the thing. This, like, even when I played the first one before the definitive edition, this is actually better than 9. Warriors 9, Dynasty Warriors 9.
Yeah, Nintendo made sure, it's a Musou game. Nintendo made sure they put the extra mile. You know what I mean? Like,
the boss fights, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this lit.
Like they put some TLC.
I really one of the things I really like is that in Hyrule Warriors, especially like for almost all the characters, their movement, like the actual character models, their movement is like really fluid. I hate like
Except for what's his name? freaking what's his name himself?
Ganon.
Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah,
Ganon.
Ganon,
Ganon's kind of big and bulky, right? So it's kind of hard. But like aside from him, like I hate when they just have like a static character model who just stands there and you input buttons and like he's barely moving.
Yeah, they did that a lot in Fire Emblem.
Like on Fire Emblem Warriors. The two main, some two characters, the story, the brother and sister character.
Oh, I hate them so much.
Fucking static as fuck.
You're talking about the two blonde brother and sister?
Yeah. If you play that game, just watch when they just stand still. They just go completely 2D and static. Ridiculous.
You know, Fire Emblem has this thing where they're really like making OCs for like spin-off games.
Ew.
So that was my first Fire Emblem. That was my first Fire Emblem anything. I was just like, all the characters are kind of the same. Like there's no.
And they didn't. Yeah, it's stupid because they really didn't have to do that because the characters are very dynamic in the actual game.
Hey, Hans, are you still able to get the Fire Emblem Warriors Special Edition for cheap or no?
It's not worth it, Sahil. Literally, it comes.
No,
It's not
but
worth
can you get a brand new one for like
Why
same
is it
price you
still
got that
wrapped
one?
in plastic?
Yo, it's not worth
Oh,
it.
okay, you bought another one. Okay.
Yeah, it's just
I
like
was
you
gonna
go to
say-
GameStop and you can go to Best Buy and get for like $30 right now.
In the US. Do you think shit goes on sale over here? Nope.
It should. Like, well, I don't know. I mean, that
We
shit's
still don't have that. We still don't have the Best Buy GCU. We don't have that. And also our Amazon Prime discount is only 10%, not 20.
Well, about when I get paid next week, I go. They always there. Always there. I about 100% know it's there.
Yeah, this actually the definitive edition has changed.
Now I know what they need to do is take the stylistic combat, how Link fights in that game, and implement it to a main series game.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the way the combat is. Like I know you said you want platinum games to do a Legend of Zelda game.
That's like a platinum style. Is how it is in Dynasty. Like Flash.
It is, but platinum is like a lot more like jumping in the air. Like this.
Good Lord.
You know it's a platinum.
Y'all need to get out of the way of Link, B. Y'all better stop
Tired of playing as
Link.
Link, man. Give me a Zelda game. That shit Zelda. Like, tired of playing as Link. Flip the script. It's tired.
Link just bodied these.
Yeah, no, I think the next Zelda game you should play Zelda.
When we play from Ganon's perspective. Something different. In mute Link. Like I love
Yeah, like I understand that Link's always been a silent protagonist, but like I kind of wish they gave him more character because like right now all Link's character is brooding. Like he's just brooding and like melancholy. That's all. He's boring. Like Link's a like I know Triper. I know you like Link. Like Link's a boss G status, whatever. But that's just because you insert that into his character. If you weren't inserting that into him and you just take what Nintendo's giving you, he's boring as fuck. Like he has no personality.
All his personality is definitely in his fighting
Link.
style.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what
I think mainly with him is the determination. Like it's not about his personality. If you look at all the shit you overcome in the game, like you kind of gotta respect.
Wait a minute. Wait, time out. This has changed, y'all. This changed. Because like you do things together, you don't do things individually. Like before Link used to do everything by himself. Now it's Link, Zelda, and Impa. All right, this is Zelda.
Now they need all of them together. I think I remember you always needed all three together, or maybe that was in the 3DS version.
See, Link. Oh, there.
No, he did.
Yeah, that's been a Dynasty Warrior. The chain attacks with the character.
it's certain people have to do certain things and stuff like that. Yeah.
Sorry, but God of War is the one that I tried to go back and play it. There's nothing else to accomplish. Good game, no replay.
Dang.
No. Just no. Once you beat it, it's just like, all right. They officially just killed the Call of Duty franchise today. I watched it.
Like they literally just admitted that, yeah, we literally just don't give a fuck about single player anymore.
Oh, the whole shit is fuck. Their game is gonna be trash.
It's not.
You just don't go back and perfect the style of World War II, and then you just go back to the bullshit that people complain about in the next game. Then you take out the single player, then you make the whole focus of the game fucking zombies as a church. Come on, man. Like,
yeah, the game is literally just multiplayer, zombies, and battle royale. It's just a bunch of multiplayer. There's nothing single player in there.
Zombies are just for people who can't play multiplayer.
Well, listen, okay, you're right. It was created originally for that, but zombies in Black Ops 2, especially the Alcatraz map, that was actually fun.
Only people who play zombies consecutively is they suck in multiplayer. That's
okay. If you exclusively play, listen, if you exclusively play zombies, then sure. But like,
the majority of people who got dozens of hours in zombies, they suck at multiplayer. There's no way you can be playing multiplayer. You're just gonna want to run around. You shooting static ass zombies and they change every round.
Okay, guys, how do I do this thing here?
Okay, the circle.
Here
you put all three of them in the circle.
I knew. I was like, what the hell is this? It was taking so long to get this thing out. We already got this.
No.
Call of Duty ever see the money?
Yeah.
Blackout mode.
Alright, peace, y'all.
Let it be.
Okie dokie.
You can heal yourself.
I mean, the franchise was bad after, yeah, and it's broken. Like, listen, the franchise was bad after Advanced Warfare. It was bad, Advanced Warfare, and after, but now it's just dog shit.
Duh, did you see this shit to where you can just heal yourself instantaneously? Like, it's ridiculous. This shit's broken now. Like, you can literally just run up to somebody, get the shit shot at you, heal yourself, and just still get the drop on. Fucking broke. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's gonna be more randomness with Fortnite shotgun. I don't want to play that shit. No, that's just random luck of the draw.
Like, listen, if they do Battle Royale in Call of Duty and they have a full 100-person map, by the time the first circle is closed, like 80 people will be dead.
No, it's not gonna be like that because they got that stupid instant heal shit. They literally have a heal button. They have a heal button.
Yo, what
and it's not a resource. Happened? You can just freely heal.
Yes.
So then, what's the point? The only thing is you have to one shot somebody and that's it. Like you're always full health. That's stupid.
Yeah. Guns with instant heal. Yeah, the game's gonna be broke. Fuck out of here.
You can't just freely heal with the instant buff.
I'm waiting on Battlefield 5. I think that's gonna be
not how it works.
Not to take away.
Clearly you're not gonna be able to pop it consecutively like that. I'm not an idiot, but it's still an instant heal. It's still broken.
Not to take away from Call of Duty, but Ginger Snap, what's the team goal for Smash?
I'm waiting on Battlefield 5. That's the next game. If it's another Hyrule Warriors 2 game, I'm not playing. Sick of this. I'm flying around shooting muskets and shit. Any y'all know anything about that Star Fox racing game? Is it gonna be like Hyrule?
I don't think it's real, Hans.
No, because Nintendo just signed a bunch of copyrights for shit like for Star Fox and some new Star Fox and Rally and shit like that.
I mean, if they do make a Star Fox racing game, I think a lot of people are gonna be mad.
I'd be pissed because they're not making a Star Fox game, but I mean, hell, they've been
like
Nintendo
does not need anything more than Mario Kart and F-Zero, right?
Well,
because if they make a Star Fox racing game, it's gonna piss off Star Fox fans because they want an actual Star Fox game. It's gonna piss off every F-Zero fan because they haven't gotten an F-Zero game since GX. And then everybody else is just not gonna care because they're not gonna buy it.
That's the whole thing. Is like, as far as Star Fox, the fans, you can't even really be complaining because our dumbasses have been buying the same game since Super Nintendo. So I'm officially done with Star Fox until they make a new fucking game and not a remake of this first fucking game because that's all they've been doing. So
yeah, they've just been making Star Fox 64.
No, they've just been making Star Fox from Super Nintendo and just reskinning it with updated graphics. That's all they've been doing. Like, I'm happy. I'm happy that Star Fox is dead right now.
I mean, here's the thing: Star Fox Zero actually did a lot of new stuff, but the only problem was the controls. Yeah, if Nintendo just got their head out of their ass and just said, okay, you know what, we're gonna re-release Star Fox Zero, we're gonna fix all the shitty controls and have it normal controls like 64, but keep all the aerial levels the same, and remove those fucking spy fucking helicopter missions where you gotta hack into shit, right? It's a great Star Fox game.
Yeah, but it'll still be a reskin.
No, there's so many new levels. Like it's saying it's a reskin is like every Zelda. That's like saying every Zelda game is a reskin.
Kinda is. They kinda are. Yeah, they kinda are.
Not really. Like the level, just because the game follows a similar format doesn't mean it's a reskin.
Have we been somewhere other than Hyrule?
No, but what we do in Hyrule. But what we do in Hyrule changes, so it doesn't matter where we are. So what? It doesn't matter what it. But it doesn't matter where he is.
It's bad, you dummy. I said that's what they're doing.
No, but him being in Hyrule doesn't mean anything. What it's
still a reskin. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't care.
Being in Hyrule doesn't make it a reskin. That doesn't make it a reskin.
Really?
It's not what a reskin. Really? Yes.
What is a reskin, Sanu?
A reskin
is thing, right?
Yeah, like, but being in Hyrule, just in name, just happening to play in a continent known as Hyrule or a country known as Hyrule doesn't make it a reskin. If what we're doing in the game,
environment to make it look better.
No, stop talking about aesthetics. Okay, what matters is what you're doing in the game. That's not what makes it a reskin, though.
You all getting all deep and breaking it fucking down. I'm talking about the simple bare bones and reskin Hyrule. You making it something bigger than what the fuck it is.
As usual.
You just shut up and listen.
No, but if you don't have it, but that's Legend of Zelda. It's in Hyrule. It's not concerned with anything else.
I'm talking about cosmetically. You still got to run your mouth.
But who cares cosmetically? Like,
because that's what I'm talking about. You don't want to talk about.
But the only thing that matters is what you're actually doing in the game.
I'm talking. The fuck.
But for
the substance.
For the most part, it's the same shit though.
Thank you.
It's really not.
Semantics at this fucking point. Hell up. That's how stupid arguments.
It kind of is. It's like Dynasty Warriors and then Hyrule Warriors is a reskin of Dynasty Warriors because it is. It's Dynasty Warriors, but you put.
You play Mario, you go to the Mushroom Kingdom, they reskinning it.
It's called having the same setting.
It's called reskinning the game. I don't care about what all.
No. You know what a reskin is? Call of Duty's a reskin because they don't change the substance. Okay, that's a fucking.
Call of Duty a reskin when they have new maps and new levels. They just reuse the same game engine. Do you know what reskin means? What the fuck?
Cracker Jacks.
I'm high as shit right now. I can fucking get what the fuck I'm saying.
I think it's because you're high that you understand what you're saying.
No, it's just because you just want to hear yourself fucking talk at this fucking point.
The point is, he means is this, right?
Yeah.
Reskin is the same type of game, using the same type of imagery. That's it. Even like, okay, here's a difference. Well, here's an example. Ocarina of Time, Breath of the Wild, what's the name of this other game? Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, what else? Even Wind Waker. Those are all 3D Zelda games, just reskinned.
Thank you. Just upgraded. More onto it. Still
no, it would be a reskin if the dungeons were the exact same with an updated resolution.
Yeah, where the fuck do you hang out the most in the game at? The dungeons or the fucking hub world? Or the open world? Now put me in a fucking Petty Betty. God damn.
Well, that's a new one. Petty Betty. Never heard of that.
Fuck. Fucking Petty Betty. That's your new name, dog. Well, if the dungeons are new, shut up.
No, the point is that the game is still the same. Okay, what's the difference between Mario Odyssey, Mario Sunshine, Mario 64, Mario Galaxy? Really isn't. It's all reskinned. That's the truth. Is it bad? No.
I mean, Mario. Wait, what did you say? What's the difference between Mario Odyssey and Mario Sunshine?
Mario Sunshine, Mario Odyssey, Mario Galaxy, Mario 64 are all the same game. Yeah. They're just reskinned.
No, you are. That is one of the dumbest statements you've ever made, Triforce.
Let me try to find a. Let me try to find a phrase.
Galaxy is a completely different game from Sunshine. A completely different game from Odyssey.
But the concept is.
Okay, well, because they're part of the same franchise.
That's what he's talking about.
That's what everyone.
So basically, what you're saying is that you don't want any game from the same franchise. You just want them to make one game and then a completely.
No one said that. People are just pointing out.
Yes,
people are just pointing out. People are just pointing out.
No. Listen to me, okay? Odyssey and Galaxy are extremely different games.
Okay, watch this. Let me ask you a question. Okay, watch it. Let me ask you a question, right? We'll break it down to its bare bones. What's the difference between Super Mario Brothers 1, Super Mario Brothers 2, which is the Doki Doki Pond version, and Super Mario Brothers 3, or Super Mario Brothers World? What is the difference between them?
They have different levels and varying degrees of difficulty, and some of them have different power-ups. Okay. And different enemies and different graphics.
You know what you're doing on all of them that's the same? You run and you jump on enemies. And you have
well, it's Mario! So you're saying that just because it's in the same franchise, it's automatically a reskin?
We're not even talking about... It has nothing to do with franchising or anything.
So then every Call of Duty game is a reskin. Every Assassin's Creed game is a reskin. Every Fallout game is a reskin.
Yeah, well, no one's arguing that.
Not denying it.
Yeah, even Madden's.
That's not how reskin works.
Reskin is a fresh coat of paint on the same concept of a game. Yes.
Maybe reskin is different in Canada.
A reskin is a derogatory term for a video game because it means there was no effort put into it.
Okay.
Because it's literally the same game.
Time out.
Yeah, no. A reskin. Time out. Listen, if you want to go into what a word means, reskin. Okay. So you're reskinning. So you're changing the outside. The skin is the exterior, right? So you're rechanging the exterior, but the inside stay the same.
Yeah,
guess what? Mario Brothers 1, Super Mario Brothers 1, Super Mario World have completely different insides.
So the core mechanics are the same. I pop a block, I get a mushroom out of it. I do it in both games. Guess what? One is 8-bit and one is 16-bit. You know what the difference is? A different skin. That's it.
No.
Okay, what's the
There's
difference?
different enemies and different power-ups. Your argument's invalid.
No,
your argument's invalid because
It's
it's
still
different.
the basis of the game.
Let me simplify for you. Let me simplify for you.
Well, listen, if the basis of the game doesn't stay the same, then it's a different franchise.
Sahil, let me simplify it for you. What is the difference between Hadouken in Street Fighter and Shokoken in Art of Fighting?
I don't know. I never played Art of Fighting.
Both of them are two. Both of them.
I don't have any frame of reference.
I'm explaining it to you. Both of them are 2D fighting games where you're throwing fireballs at opponents. The opponents are different. The fireballs are different, but the core engine of the game remains the same. What's the difference between Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball FighterZ? What's the difference?
Okay, listen.
What's the difference between BlazBlue and Dragon Ball FighterZ?
This is what you need. Okay, this is what you need to understand first. Okay, reskin. It's not where in the word reskin implies the insides are different. Nowhere. So the insides have to be the exact same. People use the reskin to dismiss the way people use reskin in video games. Is to dismiss games and say that they have no effort and don't buy them because they're a waste of money. That's how people use the word reskin.
Well,
so taking that into account.
Well, time out. That's not necessarily true because
everybody uses it in that context.
No, Sahil. In the fighting game community, people will say Dragon Ball FighterZ is a reskin of Guilty Gear. It's Dragon Ball FighterZ is hot shit right now. It's not a it can be used.
Okay, no, fighting games are different because fighting games are always the same skeleton, so that's different.
No. The point is this: reskinning
No.
Sahil, can you let me?
Saying that.
Sahil, can you let me talk?
Words in my mouth.
Reskinning can be used both negatively and positively. It can be. It's the truth. What are you talking about? Reskinning is not necessarily just an all derogatory term. It can be used both negative and positive. I'm sure you've seen, okay, where's a game that comes out that sucks? And you're like, oh my god, this game sucks. But then someone makes a better version of it. It's like, you know, for instance, right?
Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah. Hey, Kisan, thank you. Oh, here's an example.
You know what, listen.
Here's a prime example.
You guys, listen. I'm gonna end this conversation because you guys clearly don't want to hear what I'm saying. You guys don't want to listen to what I'm saying, so it's whatever. I'm just.
We're listening.
We actually let you say what you had to say.
You weren't letting us
I'm
talk.
listening to what you guys are saying, and I understand what you guys are saying, but you guys don't understand what I'm saying, or maybe you just don't want to.
No,
we're just trying to fucking inflict your opinions upon us to make us agree with the fuck you're trying to say. We have a clear understanding of what the fuck we are trying to say. It is your problem that you're not understanding what we're trying to say. We're speaking on something on the simplest of basis, and you're trying to break the shit down to fucking metaphysics just to prove your fucking point. So you're on your own fucking island. Okay?
All right. Here's an example. Let's pick a game. What was a whack game back then, and they made a new version of it today, and we're like, yo, that's godlike. Okay, here's an example.
That's not a reskin. That's not a reskin. That's not what a reskin is.
All right.
Okay.
So, you know why?
Because since they made a godlike, they changed the insides of the game. They didn't just giving it a new coat of paint. You know what a new coat of paint is? It isn't giving new power-ups and new enemies and new gameplay and new different things like jumping mechanics. Because guess what? In Super Mario World, there's more than just one kind of jump. And the entire engine is completely revamped. That's not a new coat of paint.
Right.
A new coat of paint is different.
The entire engine is not revamped. Let me tell you something. I work at a game company. The entire engine is not revamped. They have a core engine that they use for a lot of these games.
Okay, name modify. Okay, I misspoke on one thing. That doesn't change my point.
It does change your point because at the end of the day, it's a reskin of what's there. They have the base engine and they add different stuff to make a second sequel to a new.
Okay. You know what? My statement from literally a minute ago. Just remove the engine part of it. Okay, it still applies. Now I took away the part talking about the engine. going on. What counts as a reskin, what actually a reskin is new sprites and new colors. That's literally it. Just new sprites, new graphics, higher resolution. That's a reskin.
Now, this is what I'm saying. Let me just talk it. No, everybody, let me just talk about it. Let me
because
just
that's
let me
remaster.
no, that's not a remaster.
Holy
Stop.
Shit, you
let me finish what I'm saying. That can be used as a term for reskin, but that doesn't mean it has to be negative. Fire Emblem Warriors and Hyrule Warriors are a reskin of Dynasty Warriors. That is a fact. Yes, there are things in the game that's completely different from Dynasty Warriors, but the core engine
it's not a reskin. They take the core mechanics.
My man, if I stripped off if I took off Link, Zelda's image, and put generic polygons, it is Dynasty Warriors. That's a reskin. You fucking numbnut. Which part are you not getting? You know what they did with this game? They made a Dynasty Warriors game.
Okay, fine. You know you're right. For Dynasty Warriors, it's a reskin. But you know, fine. For Dynasty Warriors, you're right. It's a reskin. But for something like Mario Odyssey to Super Mario Galaxy, completely different games. It is not a reskin.
No, well, like I said, reskins.
Because when you say that just because there's Goombas and you jump on them to kill them means it's a reskin, that is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's the 3D engine of the game. When you play, when I played Mario Odyssey, I felt like I was playing Mario 64, a bit of Sunshine, a bit of Galaxy, a bit of Galaxy.
But it doesn't matter what you feel like. Only matters what is.
I felt like that because the mechanics of the engine of those games are in that game. That's why I felt that way.
Movement mechanic. Okay, so one aspect of a game,
a major aspect of a
game that has many things, which is the movement, has transferable elements from previous installments.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
That doesn't make it a reskin.
Let me ask you a question.
Mario Odyssey.
Let me ask you a question, right? Okay, look at this. What's the difference between any of the Mario Karts?
You're right, Mario Kart is a reskin.
Absolutely nothing.
Why? Because all the Mario Karts follow the core engine.
You're right. No, Mario Kart is a reskin. I'm not going to argue with it. There are games that are reskins.
No. But what I'm trying to what I'm trying to explain to you why. Why is it a reskin? Because the Mario Kart.
Because they didn't change anything.
No,
all they did was add new tracks. The aesthetic. The aesthetic was changed.
Wait, Sahil, hold on. They kept the core functionality of the engine and added new things to it. That new thing is the fresh coat of paint, and that is why
I think what you're not understanding is that there's degrees. This isn't just because it changed a little bit.
You're making my point.
When a game changes something so much, it can't be called a reskin.
Sahil, you're making my point. There is degrees. That's why I said reskins can be used for something negative and used for something positive, depending on the degree. Okay, well then listen,
going back to the original point, which was Hans saying, "Oh, I don't want to buy any more Star Fox games because they're all reskins." If the core mechanics of being in an R-wing and shooting things in space is a reskin, then guess what? You don't want a Star Fox game. So don't say that they're the same. Just say you don't like Star Fox, because that's pretty much what you're saying.
No, he's saying that he wants a different version of Star Fox.
It's not Star Fox then. If you're not in an R-wing and you're not shooting stuff in space, you're not playing Star Fox.
Pause for a second. No, wait. Pause.
And I know
everyone shut up. Shut up. Everybody shut up. Some of you guys, when you make an argument, you see an opening and you miss the opening because you just want to say something. Okay, Sahil. You said, if you don't want to do X, Y, and Z, then it's not Star Fox. All right. When Mario changed from 2D to 3D, was that changed from not being Mario? Because it was still Mario.
He still jumps on Goombas, right? He still jumps on Goombas by your logic, so it's still Mario.
But the core engine is you no longer move left and right. That's what.
Okay, for
platforming, there's a difference between platforming.
Okay, listen. You need to stop confusing words like engine and mechanics. Okay, it's a game mechanic. Stop using the engine. This fucking buzzword you like to use. Okay, the core game mechanics. There's no reason to add engine into there. There's no reason to have that.
there's a
okay?
the engine of the game is how the game is actually played.
Yes, and guess what? Every Mario game except for the 2D ones almost have have all unique engines that run.
Let's use time out. Let's use Hyrule Warriors for example. Hyrule Warriors uses the Dynasty Warriors engine, but it has different mechanics to it. So when I say engine, I know what I'm talking about. Although this plays with the Dynasty Warriors engine, there are different mechanics to make this game stand out on its own as Hyrule Warriors. So I'm using it correctly. I'm not using it as a buzzword. You're using reskin as a buzzword because you're trapping reskin to only one purpose and use as a negative derogatory term. And it's like, no, it can be used.
But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? How about instead of having a word that has two uses, right? To avoid confusion, we just have two separate words.
Because sometimes people don't know the other word, so they use the closest word.
Okay, well, I'm going to teach you the other word, okay? Time to expand your vocabulary. I'll teach you a new word, Triforce. Would you like to learn?
Wait, what? You can't be teaching me anything. What are you talking about? Your time out, hold on. Wait a minute. First of all, I'm the one who's trying to explain to you that the word can be used in two different... Okay, this is foolishness right here. Because it's like your man said right here in YouTube, right? He says, where's the word he says? He says, yeah, Mario Odyssey uses the 64 engine, although it has different game mechanics. And Star Fox has a Star Fox engine, although there are other mechanics. Have you ever played Star Fox Command on the 3DS? That's a completely different... Okay, it has a core mechanics of Star Fox, but the point I'm trying to make is that although the Star Fox engine remained in there, the mechanics of the game was changed, and it still held to the beliefs of held to the principle of Star Fox. Same thing for Mario. Mario may have changed from 2D to 3D, but the core mechanics were there. Same thing like Zelda. Zelda may have turned from 2D to 3D, but the core mechanics of Zelda is there, which is why I'm saying what Hans is saying isn't wrong.
Okay.
I'm trying to get you to be a little bit more accepting to... Remember we had that argument, and I talk about there's a thing between intelligent people know how to communicate and pretentious people think they know how to communicate. You weren't trying to understand what Hans was saying because you wanted to harp down on the words he used. This is why you said, why don't we just start with all the confusion and we could just use this word? Let me teach you the words. Why don't you just try to understand what the person is coming from without him having to use the words you know? Like, it's not hard. Intelligence would make you...
Because most people, right? Most people, including just going on the internet and reading what people say about games.
Yeah.
99% of the time, right? And the 1% being literally only this Discord uses the word reskin in a negative way. So to avoid confusion, right? For everybody's sake, how about you just use the word how 99% of the population uses it? So nobody's confused.
I don't even know the word you guys are even talking
because
about.
By your logic, I should just say blue, and you should just figure out by context that I mean green.
If you said the ocean is orange, in my mind, I'm going to be like, he meant blue.
Yes, but why just say fucking blue?
What if the person doesn't know what the word blue means?
I mean,
see?
Okay, shut up, Triforce.
Don't get mad.
You're like concentrated condescending. I don't understand. You're like this ball of the most condescending person. Like, I don't understand. There's so many more people than that you're dumber than, but you act like an asshole.
Look, I was just trying to be.
But the YouTube chat was. This should be fine.
Okay.
The thing is,
okay, Phil, I have a question. Wait, Phil, how long were you listening in? Did you just come in now, or were you
about 20 minutes?
For a while? About 20 minutes. Okay. Generally, when you hear people use the word reskin in reference to a game, are they using it in a positive way or in a negative way to say this game?
It's a neutral word.
I'm talking about the
whatever positive or negative connotation is in your head is personal. You may think of it as positive. You may think of it as negative, but it is a neutral word.
Okay, fine. No, listen. The word itself, yeah, it's neutral, and it depends on how you use it. Right? I get that, but typically,
no, typically in your experience, add those words because that's the truth. The truth is in your experience, not our experiences differ. Everyone's experiences differ.
Yo, Sahil, look at the chat. The chat have something for you, Sahil. The chat wants to talk to you about something.
the YouTube chat.
Everyone in
the
YouTube
YouTube chat.
Fucking knows that chest is starting glowing right now.
So like I don't know, Sahil, look, just try to be a little bit, just try to be a little bit more open and open-minded to when people talk, and try to understand them rather than trying to correct people. Because sometimes the people you're correcting, when you correct them, they're not wrong. It's just like you're trying to put your stamp of approval of what they should have said, but you know what they meant. It's like, come on, this day and age, this is the day and age that I don't like, because people sometimes misspeak in the heat of passion, or whatever, and they're talking, and they say something wrong, and then we're in this age where you just, oh my god, you said that.
Yeah, once you say one thing wrong, your entire point is invalid in the other person's eyes. It's actually crazy.
Exactly.
I like what Keith-san said. He's like, so he'll be like, you're right, but let me correct you.
Yes, that's what you do, Sahil. That's literally what you do. Wait, what the hell?
Kanye West.
Whoop-dee-dee scoop.
Yep.
Scoopy-dee-dee poop.
Okay, I am lost here. How do I get out of this crap and go
B?
I'm pressing B.
Yep. And it pops up, it says like, do you want to leave or something?
No, nothing. Okay, where is it?
Look at the bottom right of the screen. It gives you like what buttons do what.
B. I'm mashing on B and I cannot get out.
I would do anything for economical services, so I will scoop your poop for like $40, please, baby.
What?
You can't exit until you craft something with the yellow square. They teaching you how to craft the badge.
Okay, you know what, Trevor? This is how I win in the end. Yo, 47 people in chat. Were you more engaged by Triforce playing Hyrule Warriors or the talk we were having?
It's 63.
This is how I win. This is how I win at the end of the day. Okay.
I was more engaged with Breath of the
Wild. Why is a conversation? Why is a discussion a win or a loss? Both people should walk away with new perspectives. Like
yeah, you know what?
Maybe that's the issue that you see. I think you do see discussions or arguments as either I won or you're wrong. I don't give a shit.
No, I'm saying it as a joke.
No, I think you're dead serious, B. I think you're dead
ass. We couldn't enjoy Hyrule Warriors because you keep.
I don't keep a fucking tally counter of how many times I win an argument. What would I get out of that?
I call bullshit on that. I think you do. I think you do.
I don't.
You die from
yes.
percentage.
I think you do, B. You're a liar.
Guys, give him the BRB. Let me get the marker.
Yeah, he's one of those people that have to.
Lost him to himself. Yes, my third W.
You be in the red more than Wesley Snipes in the 90s.
Who's Wesley Snipes?
The fact that you just said that, just go in a closet.
That's just bait for him to start another.
You're not even living under a rock. You're living under a one-ton metal
closet and boulder. I ain't want to take that fight. He knows who the fuck Wesley Snipes.
Aha! Hey, listen, knows what's up.
I really don't.
You seen Blade?
Nope.
Oh my god! You definitely just need these. Told you. Forgot, but you seen Hot Wheels though.
Yo, the Hot Wheels movies are great. So, Robin, you need to back me up on this, okay? They're good.
Robin ain't here, boy.
No, you won't.
Robin ain't here, boy.
I thought he was here. No, he's not here. The only other person in the Discord who actually saw the movies and thinks they're good.
Bro,
Hot Wheels.
So hold on, Sakil. I saw Sakil. Can I just say I saw the movies and they're literally garbage.
How can you make a movie?
Accelerator movies?
Yes, I saw the Accelerator movies. I was not like intrigued by what the fuck is going on.
Okay, summarize the plot right now.
I would rather get an actual Hot Wheels set and like use that
Summarize
and watch
the plot or what you remember. Just tell me what you remember of the film. I don't remember.
I watched this back when I was like fucking 10.
So you remember nothing except for the fact that you didn't like it. That's what you're telling me.
Exactly.
I find that very hard to believe.
Beyblade is better than Hot Wheels.
Beyblade is shit. It died after the first series.
Just want
you know what? But whoever said that kind of made a good point. I kind of think Beyblades are a bit better than Hot Wheels, but even so, they're both trash. But
they're both ass. But like in the end, Beyblade still stands.
It's like comparing a solid.
I mean, Beyblade Metal Fusion was an okay show.
Flush it down a toilet.
No, I'm talking about the original Beyblade. I'm talking about.
The original Beyblade sucked ass.
I like it.
The original show was
bad. His face. Oh no.
Beyblade. The only Beyblade everybody talks about is Metal Fusion, so I don't even know why you brought up Beyblade and tried to talk about the original.
I remember watching the original. I didn't like it.
Am I the only one who likes the original Beyblade?
I was trying to like rewatch a few like original like Beyblade videos or episodes like a few years ago. And like the only thing I can recall that ever happened was like most of them just went on like on a trip and did nothing but like.
I remember that the main character's rival, that had the fucking like tattoo marks on his cheeks for some reason. His dad was like an asshole, like Kaiba. He was like a Kaiba ripoff or some shit. His dad hated him or something, I think.
Man, I can't even.
Oh, Bakugan! There you go. This guy in the chat. He's on gaming.
Yeah, Bakugan.
Yeah, Bakugan was good.
Bakugan was the shit. Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Still fuck with Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. But
it was good until season. Bakugan was good until season 3 when they decided for whatever reason to remove like all the game mechanics and like all the numbers and strategy and just had like 2 monsters fighting each other. And it was like no.
Digimon?
Okay, hey, listen, you tried really hard. You really did try. I'm sorry.
But Digimon, man. Okay, Digimon's games are shit.
Sayo, I just want you to know, B. Personally, I like you, man. I'm just letting you know that. Personally, I like you.
Good to know.
No homo, though.
I didn't say love, guys. I said like. You always can get a good. You can always get when your brain starts to slow down. You can always get the old juices and cogwheels rolling in the brain when Sahil comes around. Never a dull moment, B. It's never a dull moment when he's in here. We could be talking about meat, insects, whatever. You know what sounds gay? When you talk about stuff being gay.
Alright, Nas games.
Okay, some guys said
Pokemon is not a reskin of Digimon. Digimon is a
reskin of Pokemon, yes.
Right. Get out of here with that bullshit.
I still like Digimon, though.
No, Digimon's a good game.
Digimon, like, literally went down the drain after the one with that, like, what was it, the blue one? Like, the blue Digimon? I forgot the name of it.
I never played a single Digimon game, I just watched the anime.
Like, I think it's the second, like, generation of Digimon.
The anime was fine, and the new game that
Elden Caves
get beat and all that kind of ruined it for me, but like still, no, it's not that bad. Like the anime is fine. Like
the only Digimon anime I saw was the one where the main character's dad was like the lion Digimon, and there was like a burst mode, and it turned out.
Yeah, it's the original. I was just about to say. Yeah, that's the original.
So, not Sahil, Jerry, what's Monster Rancher? What?
And then at the end, it turns out the entire world, including the real world, is all run by a computer, right? And it looked like Reggie Ice for some reason. Yeah.
That's not bad. So I feel like Digimon is a little bit more adult than Pokemon.
Alright, so after the third protagonist, like after that dude, like Digimon just went down the drain.
Yeah, that's why I like the original one better. Yeah.
Okay, yo, Triforce. I know I said that the first. I know I said that World 2's Secret Kong World was hard. No, World 4 is harder.
Here in Duckburg.
Did you beat the world?
I watched part of Data Squad, and that shit threw me so far off.
Race cars, lasers, aerial.
I don't see no Triforce stuff.
It's duck life's just a mystery.
Stop it.
Alright, I'll take my leave.
Who's that leaving?
Great. Ori.
Oh, Ori, later, B.
Yeah.
Okay, we took this. Damn, Impo, is it all that necessary?
Invincible was a great series.
Temporarily off. Oh, sorry, Jerion. It's cool. I really have no idea what Monster Rancher is or whatever it is.
Oh, Monster Rancher is a classic.
Monster Rancher, what? Wait, what? Cat? What did you do?
You guys never heard of Monster Rancher?
I said I don't know what Monster Rancher is, and he's like, Cat, you are temporarily off my favorites list.
What? So what bad you off their favorites is because you didn't know what Monster
I don't know what Monster Rancher is, and that's just, oops.
Wow, I thought you guys would have known what Monster Rancher is.
That's cool.
Probably a good thing.
DuckTales? I don't know about DuckTales, but I know about Dragon Tales. That shit was kind of cool back then as a kid. Dragon Tales, I actually loved Dragon Tales, you know.
Please stop, Cat. That's all.
Thundercats, that wasn't my thing back then.
What is your problem?
Yo. Cat had no childhood.
What? Come on, my childhood was Ocarina of Time, okay? Like, that's all I played. That's all I knew. I didn't even have cable or nothing. Video games is all I got.
You saw Thundercats, you're like, eh.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Thundercats now. I think it had something to do with, like, my father killing it for me, but I mean...
Wait, you seen Thundercats, but not that. You seen Thundercats?
Yeah.
Oh, like, Thundercats came out in the 80s.
My dad had, like, the DVD collection of it and everything.
She got a godlike father.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that explains a lot. You should just transition.
Yes, yeah, I'm kind of grateful that I didn't have access to like a TV or anything, especially replying to like as Phase 420. Like I don't know. I think if I were watching South Park as a kid back then, I'd be adopting those behaviors, and I wouldn't. I'm glad I didn't get into that. All I needed was Zelda. Zelda taught me everything I need to know.
South Park
Courage.
is fine. South Park doesn't fucking corrupt you. What are you talking about?
God, can she just...
No, like, what do you mean it doesn't correct? Have you seen kids these days and memes and everything? And, like, you know, how...
It's not because it's South Park.
No, it's not. I'm not saying it's because it's South Park, but kids easily adopt behaviors they see on TV. They mimic them. And if you don't, like, that's...
This is not even an argument. She had...
Sorry.
This is not an argument. Like,
but what I'm saying is that doesn't stop the fact...
Bro, what do you mean? Everybody reacts to stuff differently. It's like...
Okay, no. What I was trying to say is that doesn't stop the fact that you should not read the
oh boy,
Thundercats crossover comic miniseries. I highly recommend it.
Speaking of which, you know, Hans, did you see this picture I posted before? I put it again in community hall. Oh, wait. Why is that there?
Yeah, I got that picture.
How do I delete? Can somebody delete that top picture? I'm on mobile. I can't delete it for some reason. There we go. I don't know how I posted that one.
Yeah,
gosh, I remember that is super similar.
Like 2 months ago.
Fight for freedom.
How old is Cat? Old enough. That's all I need to know. Don't worry. Creeps asking me how old I am. Fuck, you know.
I'm glad you acknowledge them what they are.
All about that Astro Boy.
Wasn't Mega Man made based off of Astro Boy?
Yes, Transformers.
Oh, Transformers. You know a thing or two about that.
Transformers.
More than meets.
God.
Disrespect. Oh, never mind. Disrespect.
Inuyasha, I've never watched. Well, I tried watching the first few episodes of it, and I didn't really like it. I don't know. At the time, I was watching other anime too. I'm sorry. It's probably a very good anime, and I just like never got around to it and everything. But I mean, when I first my first impressions were like, it's something.
IDW has been killing it with their Transformers and TMNT comics, especially with TMNT.
I think one of my favorite anime was definitely Mar. Or I think it was pronounced Maru, whatever it is. It's like really weird.
I thought it was Mar.
Right, Mar?
I thought it was Mars, not Mar, but hey, let me...
Oh, I don't really know. But, you know, basically, I think we're talking about the same thing. Like, when this guy goes into, like, another universe or whatever, and he's like...
He learns about all
these... Yeah.
Mar Awakens Romance.
Yes, that one. And then you got all these cool accessories that, you know, transform into weapons. And I'm thinking, oh, that's really cool. I kind of want something like that, you know? Like, that's why I loved the pack so much. It was really cool.
I found it weird at first because, you know, like his main weapon was the hammer and chain with the mustache. I'm like, this looks so aesthetically pleasing.
Oh man, I never finished watching it, to be honest. I tried rewatching it again now that I learned about the beautiful, you know, anime streaming services and all that stuff. But I think I got
the best is Kiss Out of Me.
I was trying to like refrain from saying that, but it's too late and I already talked about piracy in the stream.
Because anybody who watches anime knows what Kiss Out of Me is, Cat. Like, come on.
Well, I know, but it's the fact that, like, I don't know. I thought there were some things like you're not supposed to mention them. I don't know. Whatever.
What do you mean? It's fine to say Kiss Anime. Like what? Oh, Triforce's Dream just got banned because we said Kiss Anime, guys.
Nah.
Rest in peace.
Princess Mononoke. Gunsmith Cats. Interesting.
Fun fact.
Combat Butler. What is that?
Fun fact. Darth Vader's design was primarily based off of Dr. Doom.
They can see that. Was Dr. Doom always like a green robe and a metal mask, or was he ever anything different?
I mean, he changes. Well, he only really changes his getup if it's like super. So, for example, during the Axis, I think it was the Axis event, or it was during Secret Wars where he got godlike powers. What happened was he had the same robe and look, but instead of the robe being green, it was actually white because of his powers. But yeah, it's mostly green. I guess there's simplicity. I mean, his armor is on par, if not better, than most of Tony Stark's armor. And
I don't wait. To answer your question, DM, I didn't have cable for like the longest time. So I mean, if shows came out and everything, I missed them. I missed a lot of things. I think I've only had like cable. The point is, I didn't really have access to cable for like, I don't know, very long. I think the most I've ever had it for was like a year or two. and then it was just gone poof out of existence. I forgot about it completely, and then I just lived off the video game for entertainment. So.
Did you at least have internet?
Nope.
No. I only had video games. That's all I did. Video game. Okay, no. I couldn't even say that. I only had like 3 games. It was like on the GameCube, and then I had no. I take that back again. I had like 20 games in the SNES, but I didn't really play them. I only mainly played like Tetris Attack and Yoshi's Island, but then Yoshi's Island died, so then I went back to Tetris Attack, and then I don't know.
My condolences.
Lobo was
Ocarina of Time. I played that a lot back then in the GameCube, but then like the disc got scratched because like we never fixed your GameCube, and the GameCube would always scratch the discs and all that stuff. So then I went to Wind Waker, which I was playing back and forth Wind Waker and like Ocarina of Time, but then I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Wind Waker is really cool. I don't know. I played more Wind Waker than I did Ocarina of Time because we got a new GameCube when I got Wind Waker, or when I found Wind Waker, and I just played that instead.
Lobo was one of the biggest influences for the creation of Deadpool because of his writing style that most writers wrote him with.
Regular TV, not cable, right? Saturday morning cartoons.
Well, now we live in an age where having internet is pretty much like having cable, essentially.
Pretty much. I'm telling my mother to it's kind of pointless to pay for cable now. We got all these things online and everything.
Just tell your parents to buy an Amazon Fire Stick TV and then just download Kodi on there, and they don't need to pay for cable anymore.
Huh.
Like $60. Like, what's your cable bill monthly? Do you know, or did your parents not tell you?
Oh no, I don't know.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
I have no idea what a cable bill is, but let's say it's like $30. I don't know. Maybe it's more, maybe it's less, right? 2 months worth of cable, they never have to pay for cable again. So just tell me that.
I don't know, they're old and stubborn. It's gonna be tough to tell them to do anything else.
Well, then do it for them.
But where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
It's not hard to download Kodi.
No, you're right, but I could also buy it for myself. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a big bomb chew. Whoa.
Oh my god, this level's bullshit.
Jerry, on how to specify the movie White Chicks. Without context, that sentence is hilarious. Nothing like watching White Chick with audience laughter. Wow.
Yep, Avengers United, They Stand was not that good. It wasn't really a good show overall. It was bad. Very bad.
I think it's kind of adorable. There's a big ass bomb tube in that game. I don't know why.
Are you talking about the cartoon Avengers show from like 2010 or whatever?
No, United. You're talking about Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That was an amazing show. United, They Stand. It came out in '99 to 2001. It was a bad show. I first watched it on JetX.
So Robin, while you're here, do me a favor. Can you tell these people to stop besmirching the good name of Hot Wheels Acceleracers? Because they keep on clowning on me, saying it's bad. So back me up, okay?
Hold on, Sino.
Back me up.
Back
me up on this.
What you doing with Hot Wheels, my boy? Explain.
Jagan, Hot Wheels Acceleracers is a legitimately good movie. I don't buy Hot Wheels, I don't play with Hot Wheels, but the Hot Wheels Acceleracers movies, which are only 4 movies, 5 if you include Highway 35, are all good movies. Now, Sir Robin, am I saying anything wrong in this?
From what I remember, they were well written. That's one thing that I remember about them, that they were well written. I mean, but keep in mind, back in the early to mid 2000s, a lot of these toy companies kept making like movies and animated series.
If you watch this part, notice how Link recognizes her.
Oh, the cutscene thing?
Yeah, Link recognizes Sheikah as Zelda. He kind of grills her.
Said Bionicle. I just saw that scroll in the chat. No Gardo 6. To be very honest, I absolutely hated Bionicle. Actually, no, I take that back. I kind of liked it for a bit, but then after a month or two of it, I got really sick of it because my brother would watch nothing but
Bionicle. Or
I think it was just, it could have been the cartoons, CG, animated, Lego parts or whatever, or Bionicle parts, whatever you want to call them. I don't know.
Bionicle was sick, okay?
Huh?
Bionicle was sick.
Nah.
Now you're just sick in the head.
No, I don't know. It was
Bionicle.
It was cool at first, but then after a while, I got really sick of it.
I think the best movie is Guardian of Light, or Guardian of the Light. That's the one I remember the most. Someday we will find as one together.
I think the only thing I can remember Hot Wheels related, to be honest, as a show, there was this one short movie that my brother and I would always watch, and they'd showcase some sort of Hot Wheels things in the beginning, and it was about some superheroes that represented planets or whatever, and I don't know it was just
You know Hot Wheels Battle Force 5?
I don't know Hot Wheels. I just know of it.
So you'd be thinking about the NASCAR show.
Ooh, someone said Berserk. Good shit. Hunter x Hunter. They're never gonna finish them though. Oh, I think Berserk. Oh, I think in the manga Berserk is nearly done, but in the anime I have no idea. But Hunter x Hunter, I think, is ever gonna end. Because I think,
the author is going to die before that show's done.
That's what I was gonna say. Cause I think he's really sick or something right now, and the likelihood of him finishing it before he dies.
It's not. It's not like he's. Listen, he has a back problem. He has arthritis. He has he has other stuff, right? He's just really stressed out mentally, and he has arthritis in his hand. And
yeah, I think Berserk is gonna finish it.
And it just makes it really hard for him to finish it. The Berserk author is still writing. The Berserk will...
No, I know, but the question in the chat was, what will finish first, Berserk or Hunter x Hunter?
Berserk.
Yeah, definitely Berserk.
Listen, the day Guts just fucking murders the shit out of Griffith.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Not gonna happen. Guts is gonna die. Griffin's gonna win. You guys keep
no.
You guys keep thinking
no.
Griffin. You guys keep thinking Griffin is the bad guy.
Is one of those fucking people who thinks Griffith did nothing wrong.
Griffin did nothing wrong. Griffin sacrificed
Griffith
everything.
Griffith is an evil sack of shit, and he will be massacred and mutilated.
Even I'm gonna spoil something real quick.
You guys have way too much feelings in the entire situation, B.
No, hold on. If Casca can land a blow on freaking Griffith, then I'm pretty sure Guts can kill him.
No, this is what's gonna happen. Casca and Berserk are gonna go. They're gonna.
Oh, I missed that context. I just saw the picture,
Casca
and I'm like, yo.
Casca and Guts are gonna kill the other 4 gods that were there when Griffith originally became the 5th god. After that, Griffith will come down. He'll kill Casca, and then Guts is gonna go fucking Ultra Instinct times 20.
Casca, I'm gonna cry. I can't. No, sorry. Casca, I'm gonna cry. No.
Casca's gonna die. Casca will die.
How you are describing
but
that?
I hope it's not anytime soon, though.
Sahil, how you are describing that? It sounds like Guts is going. If he does kill Griffith, that's a big if. He'll probably kill himself due to his body.
Well, he definitely will, because the Berserker armor and everything. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
with strain and everything.
Now the Berserker armor will keep him fine.
Write that in the chat. He's some gaming.
No. Also, the harder he fights and the more he tears up his body, the more the armor is going to puncture him to stay alive. But he's going to eventually break and he's going to bleed out. Because remember, the Berserker armor does not heal him. All it does is it keeps his body structured.
Together.
He gets enough injury. So it doesn't heal him. It actually does the opposite. It actually just keeps him going for as long as possible. It knows his pain receptors. If he breaks a bone, it puts a metal spike through his bones to reinforce them. And eventually his body is going to break out. I mean,
doesn't the Berserk armor actually cause more bleeding, right? It causes more bleeding.
Yeah. Essentially, it does because of the amount of spikes that get pushed through your body. Your bones start breaking.
There might be something else that Guts finds that like complements the Berserker armor and like will mitigate any downside. Like I don't know. Like it'll make it so like his platelets are like over 9,000, and then his blood just clots wounds like amazingly.
Assembled, we are strong.
I think it's kind of funny how like we're talking about this because earlier today I was watching a video on Did You Know Anime Berserk Edition Part 2, and it was like voiced by the Griffith voice actor, and then like at the end he's like, share this video with people you think who did nothing wrong or whatever, and it's a picture of like Griffith and that shit. It was so triggering. I was oh my goodness. But pineapples, man. Jeez. Fuck Griffith.
Alright, Kat, I have a very serious question.
Sub Ramen, what do you think about Griffith as a character? Do you think he was justified or oh,
wait,
sorry,
so hold on. Wait.
Real quick. This dude, alright. Damn it, man. Strawberries or pineapples, Kat? You can only choose chocolate.
And I have to like live off of it or something? Oh, well then I guess strawberry.
Nah. Really?
Yeah. Because pineapples are great and all, but I can only do so much with them. And strawberries, you can make strawberry banana smoothies. And strawberry banana smoothies are the bomb. So, I mean...
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Well, Sub Ramen, do you think Griffith was justified, or are you saying he was a horrible person? In you know, doing what he did to the Band of the Hawk?
I say that. In my opinion, he wasn't, but in Griffith's opinion, he was. And we have to keep seeing this from Griffith's opinion. In Griffith's
Wait, what was the question?
And was justified. Keep in mind, Griffith's entire motif for him doing everything he did, except for him raping Casca, because that was he did it. He did.
Did not rape Casca. Casca wanted it. Casca is in love with.
Shut up! Oh my God! Okay. How do you know he wanted it?
Casca is in love with Griffith.
Right.
You guys keep denying it.
No, he's not wrong. You're not wrong, Triforce. You're not wrong. But like, damn, it's just the way.
It's fucked up. Yes, it's fucked up. But just like keep in mind what it is.
Right. I mean, I'm just saying, right? In the Golden Age arc in the movies, they did not depict it like she was enjoying it.
No, I did not say anything about.
I still like explaining.
Trust me when I say. Well, hold on for a second. Sheikah's.
Okay, then again, it doesn't really justify anything. But even so, come on, like, I'm not gonna.
We're not sitting here talking about her enjoying rape. She always wanted the D from Griffith. Whether you guys like that statement or not, that's the reality. She always wanted the D from him. When she was being raped by him, she was not in her right mind. I tell you that much when it was happening. But it didn't bother her. That's the point I'm trying to make. It did not bother her.
If it didn't bother her, she ended up kind of like, you know, how do I explain?
She's torn because she just lost. She watched her entire Band of the Hawks get killed by these demonic gods. You have to understand, Casca is a very traumatized individual. She's okay. So this is the one thing I like about Sword of Berserk that a lot of people don't seem to understand. Right? They depict true human before Attack on Titans and all of this. They depict true human emotion. Casca was in love with both Griffith and Guts at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Call her thought, call her a hoe, whatever. Those are them times, B. That's what be going on in them times. That's what it is, B. But she was in love with both of them. Didn't bother her.
Right, and I agree. But what I was saying about Griffith is that Griffith, for him to be willing to sacrifice all of that, in a way, he's a hero. And
no,
also, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, see, the greatest treasure. No, the greatest treasure should have been the bonds and the friendship that you've made and everything.
No, Cat, that's corny stuff.
First of all, all of that was lost when Griffith was left there to die when that guy was torturing him. All of that escaped. That done left Griffith eons ago. So like that, none of that. They didn't leave him on purpose because they got ambushed. So
oh yeah, I know, because like they were like low numbers. They didn't have the manpower to raid him, and they had no information to save him and everything.
They didn't even know about him.
Like Cat, like I don't know if you remember, but that guy used pliers and popped his nuts. Okay, that's what that guy did. Okay, like
what that guy did. Just let me know what that guy did to Griffin. Griffin was merciful when he did what he did with the demons to his own people. That was merciful because what he got was just on something else, B. This game is so fun, B. Just because you could just keep mashing. Get out of here. You try to block that stupid? Dumb.
Right, no guard.
Sub Robin, did you first read or watch Berserk, Sub Robin?
I first read it.
So were you spoiled going into it, or did you read it completely blind?
I read it completely blind, and so my perception on it is, I based everything that I said off of my own interpretations. Like you all know, I'm a writer, so that's I'm a critic. And one of the biggest things with me, I like seeing things and grading it from different perspectives of different people and from what people enjoy or pull out of the series. So for Berserk, what made me love it so much was things like Triforce said about the depiction of true human emotion. Number 2, the art and quality of art. Number 3, the writing and how it's so expansive and minimalistic at the same time. Berserk is one of those series that, especially because of the subject matter and what it deals with, the author is able to show mature themes and different forms of storytelling, but in a very, very controlled way that it doesn't get too ahead of itself. And many artists and many writers of any type of, be it Japanese comics, Korean comics, American comics, European comics, African comics, a lot of people can't do that. And that's one thing that Berserk does very, very well.
The funny thing about Berserk, though, is that, like, most of the shit, I shouldn't really say that. Most of it was kind of, like, half-assed. Or, like, it just came out of nowhere, pulled out of thin air, kind of, like, ideas and everything. And the way that all fits in the end anyway, it's still kind of, I think it's kind of interesting, I guess, to say.
Right, like a young person who respects himself.
I guess so. Bricker is better than Griffith. Facts. True that.
Who?
Who's better than Griffith?
The short ass blonde guy that didn't die and he's like a blacksmith or whatever.
Oh, you mean the kid?
Yeah.
Nah, and it's not Puck. I forgot his name, but I know what you're talking about. The one kid, Ricker with the knife. The kid with the dagger, yeah. He's just a survivor. First of all, this is how you know Griffin is not evil. When he met Griffin at the castle, he slapped Griffin. Griffin could have just killed him.
Yeah, Zod was about to rip his head off when he saw him did that.
Oh, I didn't get that far. What?
Oh, you're way behind then.
I know I'm way behind. I've been relying on the anime. I'm trying to get like manga soon.
Nah, just go read the manga. Forget about the anime. The anime is good, but like it's
the anime is really trash. Like they left out a lot of things.
They have to. What's up?
Okay, so hey, listen in the chat. He's been asking if you could watch a Majora's Mask fan.
Every time he comes into the stream, he asks me that. So it's got to a point. I just go, okay,
right.
Yeah, all right.
Have you seen it before?
Also, mainly the fact, like, copyright and shit. So,
No, it's a fan-made thing.
No, it's a fan-made thing. But the thing is, when I get to it, it's one of those things you ever heard, like you're too busy doing other things that people keep telling you, yo man, you should watch this, and you're like, yeah, you'll get to it. You'll get to it. But he wants you to watch it now. And it's
to be fair, Triforce, it's only 4 minutes long.
Yeah, but I don't feel like watching it now. What if I feel like macking off for 4 minutes? What if I feel like playing Bubble Bobble and Dig Dug with my wife for 4 minutes? Why do I have to do it now?
Nobody's saying you have to.
Okay, well, thank you. Time out.
Jayon, according to what Triforce said, it seems like he asks every stream. So
no, he asks every stream. No, he asks every stream. I'm not making that up. Every stream he comes on, he asks. Triforce, go watch the Majora's Mask thing. And I'm like, I'll get to it. I'm a Zelda fan. I'll eventually get to it, but he wants me to do it now. Which is crazy, because like I'm in the middle. I'm streaming Hyrule Warriors right now. Which one is more important? Which one is more important? But he wants me to stop this.
Damn, LOL, sad face. Rip. Wow.
Hey, man, is it that good? I mean,
I'm assuming it's good. I'm gonna.
It's really good. Like, obviously, watch it whenever you can, but it's probably the best fan-made like thing I've seen from like fans of Zelda. Like the best fan-made anything in regards to Zelda. It's actually godlike. But
I thought the Studio Ghibli fan-made trailer was pretty good.
I mean, no, that one was also really good. But I just think the Majora's Mask thing with the Happy Mask, that was the best thing I've seen. Like that's fan-made.
Right, like a young person who respects himself. Okay.
Yep, pretty much.
Equal Kagan.
Gosh, this is pineapples, man.
I mean, it's not because Evil Jagan has aligned his frequency.
I was just thinking, like, of how expensive that manga is and everything. But
just read it online. Why would you buy it?
Because online translations most of the time suck ass. And I already bought, like, the first $5 anyway, so I mean, like...
You do realize there's official translations, right? That you can read for free.
Where? How?
Do you think these scanulation websites what's it called? Like Manga Reader or Stream Manga or Manga Stream or Manga Panda, they just have a guy who translates them? No, they just have one guy who pays for the membership to Viz or whatever, and then they just fucking copy and paste the official translation.
Every time I try to look up for like,
This is common sense, God.
No, because I've read translations of other things online too, and I'm kind of pissed to say like, that's not what they call this in other things, but okay, or like that's
you probably
that grammar like kind of sucks us or whatever.
Well, Kat, what happened is you used a bad website.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Like, what websites are you using? Because like I can't find this stuff.
Generally, Manga Reader is fine.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, Kiss Manga. What do you mean,
I mean, I guess so.
You asked, and I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, I did, but I've used those before. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not trustworthy. So.
Well, here's the thing. They are. What manga did you read that had a bad translation?
Monster Hunter, Flash Hunter.
Monster Hunter, what? Flash Hunter?
Yeah.
What's Flash Hunter?
Well, it's just literally Monster Hunter, but Flash Hunter is like the name of that Monster Hunter manga. So it's like there's Monster Hunter Arage, whatever, but like it's just differentiate from like each Monster Hunter manga.
I know I never had a problem. I've read 400 chapters of One Piece from Manga Reader, and I have never got into like talking to other people who are fans of One Piece. Oh wait, what are you talking about? Oh, you call it that? No, it's called this. That's never happened before. So, like, I don't know. They're fine.
Mm.
Even if they do call something slightly different, it's not to the point where my experience is ruined. My immersion, it's gone.
I guess so. But there's also something very, how do I guess authentic when it comes to reading a book. I don't know, you just the way it feels, I guess. I don't know.
But that doesn't change that James Brown is the greatest of all time. Okay, I'm sorry.
Is James Brown a singer?
Better than the king of pop? Nah. I mean, James Brown is cool.
Yes, he is. And let me explain to you why. I've actually done a whole I've done a whole writing piece on this, but I'll paraphrase my points. Number one, James Brown is the most sampled singular artist of all time.
That is facts. That is literally facts.
Number one, he's the most single. Everyone in every genre of music, any top tier artist, be it in hip hop, especially hip hop, but hip hop, pop, R&B, jazz, techno, even death metal, has direct samples from a lot of James Brown's songs. Number two, during the time period where James Brown first started his career, he essentially wrote the rule book for what a black musical entertainer was supposed to be. He essentially wrote it.
This is facts.
Almost every single, including the King of Pop himself. Keep in mind, you can go see it. Michael Jordan has it. Not Michael Jordan. Sorry, Michael Jackson.
We know what you meant.
Sorry,
we're not Sahil. Sahil would have been all over you for that.
Yeah, Michael. Yeah, I apologize about that. No, Michael Jackson has even said himself that part of his biggest influence was James Brown himself. He grew up watching James Brown on TV. He grew up listening to his records. His father, when his father was beating him, I'm kidding, but no, he grew up listening to his records.
You were wrong to do that.
When he was speaking with little kids in Neverworld, he was listening to James Brown.
See, no,
stop it. Stop it.
You see,
Michael Jackson
it was all good.
No, I know he is. I'm joking. I know he's innocent.
But going back to what I'm saying, from everything from his musical stylings to his dance moves was originally modeled after James Brown himself. Same thing with Prince. That
is facts.
Things of that nature. Number three, the thing with James Brown is that almost every single era of the greatest musicians technically from the 50s all the way to ours now, James Brown has heralded that era. So, for example, for what Michael Jackson was for his era, or what Usher was for his era, Prince, etc., he heralded them, and all of them have said James Brown is one of their biggest. Even Chris Brown, James Brown is one of their biggest influences. Whenever you ask most high-tier artists, especially older artists, they will tell you that James Brown was one of my biggest influences growing up, watching his different concerts and different performances. James Brown's his fashion. He was one of the first flashy. He was one of the first black artists to essentially dress out of the norm. It was really him and Little Richard, really, but he and Little Richard were one of the first few black artists to assail part of their identity through their fashion. So I could go on, but if it wasn't for James Brown, modern music wouldn't be what it was today. There would be no Michael Jackson if it wasn't for James Brown. What you're saying?
One point. James Brown was coined the hardest working man in music, and the reason why he got that name was because, or the nickname was because dude was doing 2 to 3 shows a day just to compete. So
like I said, James Brown, if he opened up the doors for everyone, any artist who you can think of since the 1970s on up, or even the 60s in some cases, James Brown.
Oh, hold on. Can I just point out something? Sorry to cut y'all off. But in the chat, someone named Gabriel is ready to play. It says, Young Link will be back in Smash Bros. Just want to say that's kind of BS, but I mean, aside from that, y'all can continue on.
I think Michael Jackson. I think Michael Jackson was actually a fan of Legend of Zelda. But going back to what I was saying, yeah, and that's why I always say that, because if it wasn't for James Brown, modern black music wouldn't be the same.
You know what? I stand corrected, because I know for a fact all what you said is true. So I can't say anything. One thing, Michael Jackson was a gamer though. So shout out to Michael Jackson.
was that part of the reason why he helped do the music for Sonic and Knuckles?
Yes. Yep.
That he was money hungry.
Shamona.
Oh, speaking of modern music and how it's trash, this Uber driver was talking to me about all these like covers and everything that some dudes do, and what they do is like they redo songs, or they cover songs, whatever, and they try to make it like as how do I explain? They cover it in like a way that seems kind of like old fashioned, like a classic kind of way or anything. So like there's a dude named like Peter Hollins and some other like two dudes are like named two cellos or whatever, and they do like these awesome covers of like these songs, of modern day songs, and make it sound like, I don't know, medieval in a way, or like they make it sound, I don't know. It's just the way they do it. It's kind of cool. It's really awesome. And I don't know, I just want to put that out there. It's kind of cool.
That's what's up.
Amy Rose is not my love. She's just a girl who thinks that I am the one.
Do you just got your own place by yourself, Rob?
I think he does.
Like, does this people be around you in your living space? Because we know you have an organization, and I'm doing the two-finger organization while I'm doing this, so.
The air quotations.
Yeah, there it goes. You don't got a business, you got an organization. All right. And I sell computer technology.
Oh boy. Well, I'll put my little 2 cents on. See, these on gaming. This is foolishness. James Brown created the Infinity Gauntlet stones. Like, come on, man. Anyway, what I was gonna say is the whole modern. Okay, Adrian T said modern music is trash. B is gonna be at the end. It really depends. I mean, MF Doom is still making music, man. It really depends on what you're listening to. If you listen to a bunch of mainstream stuff, that's actually what forced me to go underground. I remember I was in middle school. Lil Wayne's Lollipop was very popular. And, and I was like, there has to be better music. And my dude was like, bro, just listen to underground stuff.
Hans just shuddered like he had PTSD from that song.
Man,
Shut up.
I was in Iraq when that shit came out. I remember, like, out there getting a laptop and the internet was a luxury. So I'm just like, all right, what's going on in the world? I'm just watching music videos, and it's just...
It's like, what the fuck happened while I was gone?
I remember the Drought mixtape before I left, and then I just click on Lil Wayne, and he's just walking around with a lollipop in his mouth. It's just like, what is this song? And why is this the #1 song in the country? And just, at that point, my love for rap just started to dwindle and dwindle to I just hate it now. Like, I hate what rap's turned into. It's atrocious. Rainbow color freaks are running the game, man. That's New York, though. That's what New York is. I don't get it. Y'all claim him from New York. Y'all didn't talk to him Triforce.
6ix9ine Red's the rat.
He needs to get ran out of New York. Man. He's making New York look bad right now. Can't be a gangster with rainbow color permed hair.
Who are you talking about?
6ix9ine.
Like, what is going on in the world? Like, he's a convicted child molester, yet they just love this guy. Like, I'm so waiting for the apocalypse to happen. I've lived a thorough life. I don't want to see what the world's going to turn into. Like, what the hell? We got Donald Trump as the president. Kanye's next.
Well, if the apocalypse does happen, I'm just gonna make a fucking beeline to Hans' house. So that's my best chance.
Come on, that's my best. You know you're more than welcome.
It's my best chance of survival.
My best chance of survival is my dad's arsenal. Man.
There's not gonna be some world-ending event like a meteor. It's gonna be like the government's gonna fuck around and just fucking with some shit and just create some fucking virus that's just gonna fucking take out everything. Like, just some stupid shit.
Oh, you're right.
But they already got this shit now locked in labs now, like just shit in little capsules that can just take out a whole small nation. Like, I don't think it's one fuck up. There you go. Baseball bats and samurai swords. Like facts. Idiots. Oh, we're making this to make a cure.
Yeah, that's why you can miss me with. Last time I went to the hospital. They kept on like I had a rash. Yo, check this. I had a rash, and I was like, the over the counter stuff wasn't working, so it's like, all right, let me go to the doctor and let me just get something a little bit stronger. First thing. Oh, okay. Oh, so you want to get some blood work done? Oh, hell no. You want to get a tetanus shot? No. You want to get a flu shot? I'm like, bro, yo, chill.
Trying to poke me.
Doctor comes in. Oh, you want to get blood work? You big baby? I said, wait, hold up. I came here for a slightly stronger than over-the-counter ointment. You over here talking about you want to give me blood work, a flu shot, a tetanus shot, all this foolishness. I don't trust any of that.
Yeah, who you talking? First of all,
I'm posting.
Who you talking
that
to?
whole flu shot is just ridiculous. Like, so you want to get me sick to prevent me from getting sick? Okay, no.
I'm posting some of our work in the community hall.
I just don't get that. Like, plus, they injected me with so many vaccines and mystery drugs when I was in.
Well, okay, you don't need it. You don't need it. Okay, you're different. But
I literally haven't gotten sick in like 10 years.
Okay, give me a second. Almost got it.
If whatever the military injected with you was like readily available on the market, I wonder how much that shit would sell for.
Cause I know they gave us some malaria shit that wasn't even like USDA legal. It was like something they were testing it on us or some shit. I remember that specific malaria.
Like you might grow a third eye, but it's okay.
No, this is what they tell you. You might have some weird dreams. That's like what they tell you. You might have some fucked up dreams. What?
Did you have fucked up dreams or not?
I'm in. Nah, I ain't bothering me. But I mean, just think about it. You're in the field, laying on your tent or your cot or whatever, with a loaded weapon next to you, and you might have some fucked up dreams. Like, what if you just
right night terrors or something up?
Head off, like.
Oh man.
Think about it.
Well, shouldn't you like before you go to bed just turn the safety on so that way like.
Okay, you gotta understand. There's a lot of guys feel comfortable. Like it's a mental comfort thing. Like I know guys that sleep fully geared, helmet, vest, everything. And you have guys that just like me who just sleep right there at the crib in shorts and whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm a different person, but you know.
Did you sleep fully geared or just like
crazy? Huh?
So did you sleep fully geared or?
Nah, man. Doing that shit, I tried it for like a week and it felt like I was driving myself crazy because I fully believe.
Not comfortable, right?
No, it's not that. It's like you just on paranoid, 24/7. Like it's already a paranoid situation. I need to be paranoid when I'm sleeping. Like, oh shit.
I don't know. I don't think I could ever do it. Like in any situation that required me to like wear protective gear to feel safe, and I'm just like, I don't know. I couldn't sleep without it. If we're in a situation such as yours, like I don't know, that's crazy.
I can understand. I fully understand that. Like, I had a lot of friends. They slept fully geared. To me, it was just like extra mental thing on my end. Mm-hmm. It's like I already know I'm in a shitty situation. I don't need to just having I don't know, just shouldn't be having to protect myself and my dreams. I guess like with a bulletproof vest. But
hold on a quick second. Almost.
I get it though. Like,
oops, I'm about to post it. No.
I know a guy used to sleep in bunkers. Wouldn't even sleep in the tent, sleep in the bunker at nighttime. Made sense because he's the safest person. But it's like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good morning, everyone.
God, I want to die. Oh, I mean, go to sleep, neither you.
Yes, let's not say that.
Shoot. I have work today. I'm so not looking forward to it.
I'm taking my mom to see Deadpool in a couple hours.
Nice.
A random, she just called me like, I want to see Deadpool. I'm like, so go see it. So you want to go? I'm like, I don't care. I'm shocked you want to go see Deadpool on day one. Like, whatever. I think it's gonna be better than
yo, Triforce, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
I just got my first ever game over in Tropical Freeze.
What do you mean?
Wow. Like you lose all your lives and you get a game over.
That's impossible. You can't. There should never be a game over screen in Tropical Freeze.
No, because you know why? You know why it happened? Because listen, in all the other Kong levels, there were enough enemies to bounce off of and enough bananas to where you would always gain a life before you died, right? So even if you're constantly dying, you're always at 99 lives. But in the fourth world, the fourth Kong level, there's almost no bananas in the beginning part.
Tell me you died 99 times?
Sections. Yeah, I died 99 times. Actually, I died more than 99 times because I was still gaining bananas slowly. So I died like 120 times.
Dude. That's a lot of deaths, bro.
And just not nah, man.
In one area, that's a lot of deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's in the Kong stage. The Kong stages are it's 1 to 8 hardest levels in the game, so it's kind of understandable.
I can understand it's a hard level, but 99 times that will like question my skills as a video gamer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the sad part is? Before you start that game all over, just so you could hide the fact that you didn't die that many times, you could have literally gone to the exit menu, start all over and start over with 99 men all over again, give yourself 200 men, and try until you mastered the level. The fact that you allowed yourself to play 99 times and die questions my... This shit is just questionable.
The reason I didn't leave is because I thought I could beat it before I lost all my lives, so I wouldn't have to get all the puzzle pieces again. But I have to get all the puzzle pieces.
Around like the 30th time you died, you didn't like start second.
Great.
Did it kick in at like 90?
No, because I'm slowly still making progress. Like, I'm further in at 99 deaths than I was at like 60 deaths. I'm making progress just really slowly.
This game is different,
that's like
man. What the hell?
That's like one frame a step progress. Jesus Christ.
Can I just say, all of y'all in the chat that say, I don't know, you can't sleep or whatever, it's like, you know, you can go without sleep for a bit. I don't know, whatever it is, I can't even like read everything. My eyes are like, I don't know, blurring up. The point is, though, I think it's like, it's tougher, it's more difficult when you like have to do something you're not looking forward to in a few hours or so, and then like you drain yourself of the energy or you know whatever doing whatever you're doing during the day, working or school or whatever it is, whatever it might be, and then I don't know. Oh well, okay.
I gotta go to work.
Oh, I had to go to work at 4, but then I had to like leave the house by 2, so I can walk down there, and I don't know. Yeah, I'm walking to work tomorrow.
Walking to work?
Yeah, so I don't have enough money in my I don't have enough money in my checking account to call an Uber, so it's like, well, shoot. And I don't have an ATM. My parents? No, they're at work too. My dad doesn't even live here.
Oh, okay, I can understand.
Like every other black dad, but I mean, you know. Okay, fall asleep in Discord again, maybe.
We did the first 2 levels. Hyrule Warriors. I'm gonna kind of end the stream on that.
Hyrule Warriors is like a game that you should have when you're like background. Like there's a different topic we're talking about, and you're just playing that in the background.
Yeah, because.
Yeah, because you can kind of just turn your brain off.
Oh, look at Impa, guys. And that's right, because of this timeline, Impa is still in the game. Not a descendant of Impa, but directly Impa.
What?
I got probation for 4 years.
Right.
Either that or jail or 2 years. You gotta do a month in jail.
So like, what's your brother doing now? Is he just like sitting at home, like just taking it in?
Just pretty much.
God.
You gotta do 30 days. It's really gonna turn out to be like 7.
Is it like 30 consecutive days, or
No,
can he do like part-time on and off?
Yeah, he's just gonna do about 7.
I'll keep the stream running. I'll do 1 more hour on the stream. It's
and he got 4 years probation.
Your brother got off lucky, man.
4 years.
I'll do 1 more hour on the stream, guys.
See, my parents... Yeah, my parents wanted to send us to military school to prevent us from getting into trouble like that and shit. And so I waited.
You don't need military school to not do that shit.
No shit. My dad was military. Okay.
My brother, if he would have went to the military like I told him to do, he'd be just saying like some people need that discipline.
Right.
Like, my brother is the type of person he needs somebody to have a blueprint laid out. You know, like under them circumstances, he always excels. Like in school, stuff like that. Like he always excels.
See, guys, look. They went to Faron in this game. They went to Faron Woods, right? And look in this game. This is going back to Ocarina of Time days. And Faron Woods pointed on the map is the Deku Tree. In Faron Woods, the Deku Tree is here. Also, Faron Woods, the Deku Tree is in Twilight Princess anyway. Which is what I was just trying to tell you guys. The Lost Woods changes over the times. Wait, what?
But yeah.
It definitely helped for me. Back then, if I hadn't went to ROTC, I don't even imagine how I would turn out. Like it gave me a lot of discipline. Yeah. It worked for me. I know that. I'd be a madman if I hadn't went to the military.
Let's go.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I really wanted to go back then as a kid, like, to be honest, because first of all, I had nothing better to do but play video games, and I mean, like, I was so into, like, I don't know, the whole military shit, because all I ever did watch whenever I got the chance, like, military documentaries and, like, shit like that, and thinking, like, oh, how cool discipline is, and whatever, and I thought, oh, man, really want to do this, why am I not there yet? And I don't know.
Go do it. Go be a fucking Air Force captain or some shit. Be a lady boss.
I don't know about that. Like, not anymore. Nowadays, just like I'm too lazy and I like video games.
That's why you go in there and you go as an officer.
I guess.
You do nothing. You got any college done?
Not yet.
This is what you do. Just knock a little college out. And if you still feeling that way, sign up for the Air Force, which is the coziest shit you can do, and go to officer school.
I think my dad would be pissed off at me that I joined the Air Force out of all things to join.
Yeah, my dad said he's gonna choke me. I have no choice but to join.
Why would your parents be mad if you joined the Air Force? Is it like
they're just soft? Because my dad was a Marine, so it's like.
So it's like, oh, the Air Force is where all the babies go or some shit.
I mean, they have room service, bro.
They have room service.
They have room service who cleans their room every day. Come on. They wear earrings.
Like the Weenie Hut Junior.
See, yeah, there's no way I could bring myself to do that. That's just too much. Oh, maybe if I want to.
Didn't something happen with your back or something to where like you can't?
No, it's I tore my meniscus. It's my knee.
Oh yeah, they ain't gonna take you.
No, well, they can if I can work through it. If I can like show them and prove to them like I can work through it and everything, like they definitely will. But
you have to sign a waiver though. Yeah, I tell you right that like that knee issue. It's no bueno, especially at boot camp. If you got any type of knee issue, boot camp gonna expose it to the worst. Cause I blew my knee out in boot camp.
Shit.
Like, that meniscus shit ain't no joke. Going up all those mountains with all that gear on and all that shit.
Yeah, you know, you're probably right. I remember I went hiking actually not too long ago with my torn meniscus. I went like Yeah, shit. And the first week of hiking and everything, like up this canyon and mountains and other shit like that. I think it was like the first big major hike we did up this huge canyon and everything. And on the way down, my knee like completely gave out on me.
Yeah, see, I blew mine out. I was doing some nighttime land navigation compass.
And you fell off a cliff, right? And then somebody
shut up! I fell out of a ravine. Shut up. We were like up there in the mountain, like kind of in the mountains up there in San Diego, and it's like there was this little ravine. I didn't see it, but I was looking at the campus, looking at the campus, and then looking at the stars, and I just stepped the wrong way. And it just, my friend, my boy was like, "I saw you for a second. The next thing you know, you just disappeared." I was in a ditch with a busted ankle, not a busted ankle, but a busted knee rather.
But did your kneecap like come clean off? Or
no, what it is, I like kind of what they say fractured it or whatever. I think it is the term, or fractured. Right. It's like I was able to finish boot camp. As soon as I left boot camp, I had to get some surgery.
All right.
On that, right?
Because you were close to the end, right? You were almost done.
This is like literally a week before the end of boot camp. It was the final thing we had to do, called the Reaper Mountain, and I was at it was around that area because it's the Reaper, there's the Ankle Breaker, then there's Mount Motherfucker.
Mount Motherfucker for real?
Yeah, no, because didn't you say at the very top it's like so steep that people are literally like at the top and they fall all the way down?
Oh yeah, I've seen people roll down. That's the Reaper. Yeah, you get to the top and motherfuckers will just take one raw step and then they're just rolling down that bit.
Fuck. No.
Yo, as the fucking drill captain just on the top just watching, it must be hilarious.
That's literally the greatest job on earth. To just torture people.
Yo, and then like when people disrespect you and shit, you do like, you can get, I don't know, medieval on their ass and shit. Exactly. Oh man.
Literally the greatest job on earth.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be great at that job, Hans.
Literally, you
God.
No, I'd
to
be
yell at people.
Horrible drill instructor. But I'm too petty. Like, I be coming up with new ways to fuck with you, just to fuck with you. Like, not even getting shit done, just fucking with you.
Yeah, I would honestly pay money just so I could see the guy, the story you said about the guy who mopped the floor.
Oh, bro, if I could fucking write a book and you could see some of the shit that I saw in boot camp, like you wouldn't believe me. Like, some of the shit I was seeing, I'm just like, this is not happening right now. Like, dude just didn't just take his shit in the child line and somebody yelled at him. Like, dude, this is not happening. Like, I've seen some ill, crazy shit. Like, just, the biggest guys just fold, like, just completely fold like a deck of cards. Like, God, what happened?
They deflate.
Just deflate, man. Just from somebody yelling at them.
Oh yeah, there's like a lot of dumbasses that are like, "What's the joint?" I'm not
like, come on, man, that hurt my feelings.
Yeah. That's the funniest part of boot camp is getting talked about, because there's always a new insult. It's never the same insult twice. Like, never.
There's probably a book of just insults you only hear at boot camp.
No, I asked my drill instructor when I graduated, and I asked him like, "Yo," he straight up said they like after we like crash out for the night and they sit in the little drill instructor little office, they said they just come up with jokes and shit about whoever fucked up that day. Shit. Which I could see.
How do you become a drill instructor? Do you just have to be in the military for a long time?
I had in my life. I remember seeing a guy try to steal a cookie from the child hall.
Steal a cookie.
And I'm standing behind him and I know he took it. And I'm trying to like tell him like throw it in the trash. And he just wanted to be a badass, so he just tried to eat it in line, like, but he didn't even do it like sneakily. Like, it was just so obvious. So the drill instructor, he got like 3 good chews and he just popped up on him. And he was like, "What's in your mouth?" And he couldn't really say shit, so he was like, "Open your hand." He made him open his hand and spit it out in his hand and then put it in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
They made him walk around with his hand in his pocket for like 3 hours. We're talking in the California heat. Like, it was nasty, man. Like,
yeah, I don't remember, like, exactly what branch. I think it just doesn't really fucking matter. Basically, I remember watching some shit where like people would fucking puke and everything, and they were not allowed to leave the tracks there and everything. So what they had to do is scoop it up and put it in their pockets. Yeah, that's crazy.
Don't puke on the parade deck. Can't spit on the parade deck. Not a piece of trash can be allowed on the parade deck. Where we doing all the drill formations and shit. It's gotta be spotless at all times.
Yoshimitsu from Tekken series. I ain't heard of that. But Yoshimitsu.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt this level one more time, and if I die, I'm done for today.
Dude,
99 times.
Over.
More, like
times.
probably like 150.
Are you kidding me?
You probably need to just take a break and come back at it.
Like,
probably what
Sahil, how do you not learn the game? Like,
listen, I'm gonna give it one more attempt. I got this.
You're a masochist. That's all it is to it. You're a fucking masochist.
There's no fucking way you can.
Guarantee Sahil likes getting beaten, choked. I guarantee you. You're a masochist.
Probably.
You are. I guarantee you get a girlfriend, have your girlfriend slap you or some shit while y'all smash.
Definitely not. Like 100% not.
You're a masochist. Like, you been getting hot irons put out on your back and shit.
What the fuck? No. Yeah, like 100% absolutely not. Like undisputedly no.
Wow, man.
Probably getting like whipped every other night. Fuck, jeez, no.
Boiling hot maple syrup.
Okay, listen. To get sugar, like maple syrup is like a high sugar content. So to get sugar to boil is like we're talking like 500 Celsius. That is stuff that will permanently scar you.
Shit. Fucking animal.
That's so stupid.
Oh shit. It's alright, so yeah. Different strokes for different folks, but
Dude, I'm not a fucking masochist. Okay, stop.
You got a gimp suit in the closet, bro.
Oh my god. Gimp suit.
Oh shit. I mean, chicks be into that shit. I'm just the whole community for them. You're not alone, man.
I'm not in that community. What the fuck? I don't even know what a gimp suit. I don't even know what a gimp suit looks like.
Start your own Discord. Oh shit. Oh. Now we know why you like to argue and fuss on it. It's alright, bro.
Well,
still respect
one more week time and then.
Yeah, wait till I'm drunk and you got me talking in front of you.
Try 160.
Paul's gonna be doing a lot of.
Paul's gonna be doing what?
Refereeing. It's gonna be me, you, and Paul then. Definitely gonna be some arguments.
Oh man.
We're not to the point where we'll be fighting there though. We're just like typical guy arguments. Like,
yeah, man.
You know, Red's a pacifist and he's not going because Cat's not going.
No, Red's coming. Red's coming.
I told him he wasn't going.
Oh no, he gave an update. It was weird. He said he couldn't go because he had a wedding. But then he talked to his parents and they said, okay, you can go. But then he said, who are you going with? And then he said, oh, these two black guys from the States are coming. And then his parents were like, and that's how you get killed. And then, okay, he didn't say two black guys. He just said two guys from the States, right? It's not on some racist shit. But his parents were like, okay, well, I'm not really sure if I trust that. But he was 18, so they can't really stop him. But his parents were like, okay, if you're going to go, we want you to get your own hotel room. Don't sleep with them. It's like, okay, well, I'm paying with my money.
Sleep with them anyway. It's like...
Well, we're in a 2-bedroom hotel.
I was cracking the jokes.
Oh. Okay. I wasn't sure. But
2 billion, sir.
So then he told his parents, "Well, either you pay for the hotel, or I'm going because I don't want to pay an extra $500 to get my own room." So they're like, "Okay, whatever." So he's still coming.
Red's parents think me and Clark is gonna kidnap him.
An 18-year-old boy, you know, who's apparently incapable of making a ton of fucking decisions or whatever.
Yeah.
Mama's boy. I was 18. I gotta ask my mom for shit. Mom, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Well, it was. I mean, I did everything. I had good.
My mom's just really protective. Like even like she wasn't like as apprehensive, but like, here's the thing. My mom has like kind of like this thing with anxiety, right? Like she has like a bit of an anxiety disorder. So like she's always been like a little bit like, okay, I want to know where you are at this time and this time. I want you to call me like in the morning and afternoon and night and stuff, right? And like I don't really argue with it just because I know that shit really bothers her if I don't, but it is kind of annoying.
Well, some parents.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom's like that. My mom's more like that as me as an adult, like as a grown up. Like, but at the end of the day, like they still gave me my freedom, but I think they only did it because like I didn't get in a lot of trouble. I was kind of a simple child to manage. I had video games, food. I was cool.
See, my mom did the same thing too. Like, except I couldn't really. I don't know. I kind of ignored it in a way because like I knew I was safe and she knew I was going to go. She trusted and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she still went overboard with it. But even so, it's like, geez, you know, it's
You're
like.
a girl. And this
well, yeah, I know.
Weird.
Oh, I know.
Weird, so
and it just makes it even like. Yeah.
Oh, I hate if I have a daughter. Like, yeah.
Well, you're gonna be that overprotective dad.
Sure the fuck will.
It's like your daughter brings her boyfriend for dinner and you just have a gun on the table.
What boyfriend? What is this word you speak?
Hans, don't be one of those. Come on.
That was the reason. My dad was the same exact fucking
You're better than that. Come on.
My dad was the same exact fucking way. It was like part of the reason why I didn't even want to start dating until like I don't know, I was out of high school. It was like fucking nah.
I ain't gonna be that bad, but
nah. Shit, like ever since I think my dad started with that with me when I was like really young. Like ever since I was like in fucking first grade or some shit. He's always talking, like, always cracking these jokes about boyfriends and everything. And I finally caught on to what he actually meant.
I beat it. Like, I beat the level. Let's go. I beat the Donkey Kong level.
After like fucking 200 lives. But anyway.
That bad. But put like this, my daughter will know how to use a switchblade knife at age 4, like properly. Like we want to know. My daughter should be well prepared for fuck boys. That's gonna be my.
Yeah, that's definitely important. Seriously, like I mean, like, shit.
Yeah, that's now that cause I can't. If you do that, that's how your daughters end up being in porn and shit, being overprotective and shit. So.
Yeah, like here's the thing, right? When you shield them from everything, as soon as they're a teenager, they feel like they have to overcompensate, and that's when they go to these parties.
Now that she fucking respects herself, hello. Nah.
No darkness shall escape my sight.
Cat, once again, you're a minority of
worship white might.
Oh, you're right.
These days, I'm sorry, but hoes are the new trend to be. Like, chicks these days ain't going to get business degrees. No, they're taking Instagram pictures and sucking dick to get famous and shit, to get put on popular. Yeah, you're in a minority. Trust me when I say this. Huge minority.
What the
I don't
fuck?
want my daughter to hang with these chicks. Send my daughter to military school. Turn to it.
I don't know about modern day military school. I heard some like weird shit can go on that people know in there now.
Yeah.
Teach her how to defend herself first, you know, before even going there. I don't know, like fact.
Well, send your children anywhere, Chris, because there's fucking weirdos. Every fucking place. Fucking degenerates. But your best bet is just to keep them at home and Just be a proper parent and hope for the best. Motherfuckers gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day. Like, I know motherfuckers that girls that got straight A's and come from great houses and parents, and you know, then next thing you know, there's videos of them getting trained out by guys in the high school bathroom. Like, it's just like, what the fuck? You know, you don't gotta do this, but whatever. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is people in video games. Oh, Mr. Flintstone. Interesting. It's from my city. I don't care if you're from Flint. I don't know you. Nor do I want friends. 34.
God, the world's just fucked up in general. Like, even for me, and like, I'm pretty sure a few others, it's probably fucking too late. Because, you know, we're going down that path where, not to bring up another fucking sensitive topic, but like, you don't even know if the person you're dating is an actual chick or an actual dude, and it's just, God, it's crazy.
Just axe A-Train.
Oh.
I'll bring it to you.
Try to tell her stupid ass. Didn't want to listen to me. Oh man, she's a girl, man. I know, man. The way she types.
The way she types.
You type like a girl. Like. That was the stupidest statement I ever heard him ever say. She typed like a girl.
Disrespect now. Right now.
Hey, Trey, you gonna have an Eddie Murphy. Adam's apple didn't look that big, man. Bruh. I guess she's got broad shoulders because she works out. Like, the fuck, man? And he live in New York too? Like, come on, bro.
God.
Hey, Trey, going training spot. Going training spot. Wasn't he talking about trying to go out of state to see this chick too?
Oh, you know, he was gonna go to like trucking Germany or some shit.
You want to go to be like that would be hostile.
Wait, are you telling me the entire reason that A-Train wanted to go to Germany was to meet a girl on VR chat?
Pretty much. At first, it was someone he didn't even know who was a guy or a girl, right? He just said, it's gonna be this person to find out if they are a guy or girl. Like, what the fuck?
She types like a girl. That shit kills me.
I tell you, that was his only defense. I mean, she types like a girl. Like, does she type elegantly? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, man.
Generally, when people say, do they type with a girl, like if somebody uses a lot of emojis, that's what they mean. It's not always
feminine things to you, but like, I understand that. But type like a girl.
God.
That statement makes no sense. Like,
great ass face. Jeez, it says God has made over.
That's just like making an excuse because you got quad type shit.
Like,
And we tried to tell him for months, like, you know, as a dude, I guarantee you, some sweaty dude drinking Mountain Dew in this room with a sweaty t-shirt on and a diaper. Sure enough, it was.
Yo.
Hey, Train's want to become a skin suit.
Speaking of which.
Hey, want to skin his ass.
So we add Dying 2.0.
You spent the last bit of your energy beating that level. They're dying 99 times. I just can't get the appeal of VR. Like, I had that. I played it for all of 2 days. Like, kind of just.
Yeah, I know. It's...
You mean like some shit like this?
The only thing that's worth a VR, in my opinion, is Resident Evil and Super Hot. That's it. Doom, Skyrim, nah.
No, that's Oblivion, by the way.
For the time that they put, for the amount of time they put playing that shit, I just can't. Nah, bruh. Like, nah. Real life is good enough.
Knock, knock.
Actually, shit. Oblivion's gonna kill someone.
Getting off work. Should be here.
No, Oblivion, no, he was here earlier, but, I don't know, I think he left earlier. I don't know, I think the chat just died or something. But I sent you, like,
These motherfuckers be killing the movie studios. This shit on the internet. Oh.
Y'all are not allowed in this room.
This is actually so blessed.
Fucking cheesing GTA for 2 weeks of here.
What?
I've just been cheesing money out of this game. Like they got this little
GTA?
versus mode where you get double XP. It's like and double money. So the least amount of money you can make is 30,000 around for every match. So what I do is put 2 rubber bands on my analog sticks and just throw my controller down and just come back like 8 hours later or some stupid shit. And I just have like $500,000-$600,000 and shit. Like this fucking shit.
They should figure out a way in GTA 6 to make it so there's some kind of way, like, kind of like how in, like, I don't know, Call of Duty, you can, the stuff you can get, you can, like, trade and sell it on an online marketplace.
Well, you can do it with the cars and the
No, but for real money, so you can actually make
they
like,
definitely
profits
like on
making
floors. You want like how they got on floors though, where you can make cars and then other players can buy your cars.
Yeah, like that. Like they should have like an actual marketplace. So while you're playing this game, if you're really good at it and shit, you're actually making money while you're playing it.
Well, yeah, they pretty much confirmed you were right. PS5 will be out.
PS5 will be out when?
2020, because Take-Two, I was reading on Forbes, Take-Two, they're pretty much Grand Theft Auto 5 was going to come out.
Next
Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to get released 2020.
Oh,
it's
it'll
going to launch with the consoles, but they're pushing it back because they want to let Red Dead Redemption 2 breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so
I thought what they might do is they might do it like how GTA 5 did, where it'll release like let's say half a year before the PS5 comes out.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but the Deku tree is being
released, so people buy it twice.
The Deku tree is being burnt here.
I said that earlier, like the Deku tree's on fire like 30 minutes ago or something. But anyway, Middleman, it's like the second time I've seen you post that.
I'm trying to figure out how do you save the damn tree again. This is different from the game is different. You have to literally. See, how do I go up here and go kill these enemies?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna double dip it. I think they're just gonna put it out as much time. And whatnot. Because they're bringing Midnight Club DLC in June for the game. Just gonna be kind of dope. Hopefully a new fucking Splinter Cell game. That's all.
Yeah, right, Ginger Snappy. Don't put pineapples on pizza. I agree.
Hey, Deadpool made it official. Pineapples. So.
Adrian, you've been here for a while now too. I don't know. I haven't seen you making some weird ass comments too. I don't think I haven't seen them. Y'all are crazy.
And I know some spoilers, but
this is actually crazy.
I'm not gonna do it this season. I'm not gonna fuck it up for you.
There's this province-funded scholarship when you go to a university called OSAP that I'm currently applying to, And apparently, if I say that I'm going to be living on residence, then they'll give me like the OSAP scholarship is like a mix of grants, which you don't have to pay back in loans,
So
and
get as
like
many as we got that here. Get as many as
no, I know that, right? But if I live on residence, and residence cost about $12,000 Canadian, they give you $4,000 to help pay it off.
Summon like a rain cloud or something?
But it got burnt. You summoned the rain cloud and turned this entire area into a rainforest. So
yeah, we got that. Oh, my bad.
There's no problem. There's a chicken here. I don't ever hit any of the chickens. I'm not hitting you.
Roast chicken? What?
Yeah, we got that here. See, it's called fast food. Like, if enroll for it here, you get like, I think like 5,000 back during that winter break, that first big winter break or whatever.
Yeah.
First semester or whatever.
Yeah, no. It's like
a lot of people just get that shit. A lot of people just get it and just drop out of school after they get it.
Oh,
like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, the way it's looking all like it's working out for me is it's gonna end up $7,900 in grants and another $7,900 in loans. And the good thing about these loans are that I don't start accruing interest until I actually graduate university 4 years down the road. So there's no interest occurrence on that.
Get as much free money as you can. All right, that's it. After you have to pay to go to school is ridiculous.
Okay, I need everyone to. Alright, you're annoying. I'm really sick and tired of you.
Set up some more fire. I'll watch a movie. Like douchebag. Okay.
Alright, knock, knock. Our boys need some help in here. Let me help you out, Captain. Gotta clear this place out. Get off the... think I really care. Ooh. What's up, Goma? What you saying? What you trying to say to me? Alright, cool. Stupid. Stupid. We go combo, fool. What's up, partner? Oh, really? Okay, hold on, Cap. I got you. I got you. I got you. My man jumped. Where are you guys? Move. Where's Goma? Where's Goma?
I posted some of my work or some of my organization's work in the community hall since someone brought it up. So, interesting.
You guys gonna have to hold off. I gotta go in there and whoop Goma's ass.
Yeah.
Come on, B. You guys are making this longer than it needs to be. Everyone, get out of here. You're all annoying. Oh, you. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna leave it to you guys to defend this area. No. Where's Goma? Oh, what? Follow where the soldiers are. There we go. Oh, yo, Goma. What's going on? Stupid. You got a problem now, huh? What's up, partner? What's up? What's up?
Pace.
What's up now, fool? What's up? Shut up, stupid. What's up? What's up, Goma? Talk to me. Let's go. Right in your eyepiece, stupid. What's up now, partner? Where you running to, huh? Where you running to? Stupid. Link has rescued Hyrule Captain. What's up? Oh, my man. Oh. What's up?
Beautiful.
Right in your eyepiece, stupid. What's up now? Get bopped, stupid. Amazing. We took down that huge thing. Oh man, got bopped so hard. I hope Zelda would be here. Apparently, that hope was in vain. Where could she be? See? Hyruleans have told a tale of war across the ages.
Honor is okay. Please take a blame on the honor.
Watches over the balance of the Triforce.
Through her magic, she could see past ages, able to read the fates of all who lived but never lived.
About.
That is, until a unique soul caught her attention. The soul of the hero of legend, eternally reborn heroes in his breast. Through her powers, the sorceress should have seen that the hero was bound together. Instead, she saw only a soul that was unlike any she had known. And while the sorceress was preoccupied, a fragment of darkness locked in its prison saw an opportunity.
Doesn't that look like Demise or Malice? Calamity Ganon?
It pushed the light away and warped her curiosity into a desperate desire to possess the legendary hero's soul.
Vacation. No. It's college.
To use the Triforce to resurrect itself and conquer Hyrule once again. Having pushed the light from her heart, the darkness compelled her to open the gate of souls,
The doorway to time itself.
monsters come across the ages forth.
Bringing ruin to the land of Hyrule. This is called the paradox. That's why I say the storyline for this game is godlike. It's very underrated. The storyline for this game makes so much sense for a lot of things. Damn, I have a lot of rupees. All right, guys, this is a 3-hour mark. I'm just gonna call it at the end of the stream. It's 2:25 on my end, 3 o'clock on you guys' end. Thank you guys for coming in, enjoying me watching play Hyrule Warriors. I'm gonna play some more tomorrow. Actually, no, tomorrow's Friday, so tomorrow is, what's the name of this thing here? Fortnite. When we do, well, actually, we'll be doing dual streams, so we'll do Hyrule Warriors and Fortnite. It's not a big deal. You can just do both. So I will definitely see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining in, all 42 of you guys watching. We played some good Hyrule Warriors and whatnot. For the rest of you guys, if you guys just want to chill out with us for the rest of the night, you can join us in our Discord. My Discord is mad silent, so it's making me wonder if I'm even in this room alone. Yes, I'm in the room alone. Everyone else is muted. That's crazy. Is anyone else? Yeah, everyone just dipped. Did he? So disrespectful. They didn't even say good night. That's so just disrespectful, B. Alright. So I definitely will see you guys tomorrow.
Good night, Triforce.
Wow. Okay. At least you came back and said good night, B. At least you said, at least you didn't disrespect the program. Alright, guys. I will definitely see you guys tomorrow for more streaming action. Thank you guys for the subscription. Thank you guys for the donation. Thank you guys for watching. Good night.